Welcome to Playing for Second. I'm Josh.
I'm Brian.
Hey, I'm Tim.
And today we are going to be playing Raising Chicago. This is a new release from Capstone Games in cooperation with Spielworxx. This is going to be out at Origins here in the next couple of weeks, so we wanted to do a playthrough and a teach to see if it's something that might fit your style. So let's jump into a teach down here and we'll get going. All right, so Raising Chicago, first of all, really cool theme on this, some history that I had never heard. This is thematically true to what happened in Chicago in the 1860s, 1870s. Basically, Chicago was built at sea level with Lake Michigan, and there was flooding and sewage leaking everywhere in the street. So they had to literally raise the buildings up because they needed to raise the street level up in order to build a sewage and drainage system basically under the city. So they worked for, I think they said a couple decades. I don't know the exact years on this. But they literally just raised buildings up. They picked buildings up and moved them to new locations in order to build this sewer, which is really cool. And there's a nice little history tidbit in the back of the book. They even talk about how businesses just kept operating as they were lifting these buildings up. Workers came in and they would leave that day and they would be like 4 or 5 feet higher than they were when they came in the morning. So really interesting bit of history I'd never heard of. But so this is Raising Chicago.
I suppose that's easier than lowering sea level.
Yeah, right.
You're not wrong, man.
Out of the two options.
Yeah. Those are the only two.
So this is a very unique feeling game. There is bidding for projects. So we are working as different companies that I believe these are true historical to the time of companies that would have been helping with this big renovation project. We are these companies and we are trying to be the most prestigious of these companies by the end of the game. And that is what our points are. So the tracker on the outside of the board here is going to be tracking our prestige. Prestige is points. All right. That is your reputation track. Sorry, reputation. Yes, prestige is different.
That's.
You're right.
I know you were
right.
talking. You were saying there was like 2 or 3 words that are so similar, and it's really easy.
So you will notice on the board here,
up.
I have left some clear Post-its with notes for myself, because there's a lot of vocabulary terms in here that feel very similar, like I just made the mistake of prestige versus reputation. So I've left some Post-it notes on the board. Please ignore them and my chicken scratch handwriting. It's just there for me to remember specific things so that players can reference things a little easier.
I'm just proud you're going to be reading.
Thank you. Thank you. So, we're trying to have the best reputation at the end of the game. We are going to be playing over 8 rounds. Each round, we are going to have one of these stacks of project tiles come out. So these are the different projects, either raising buildings or moving buildings potentially to the outskirts, which is represented by these 8 tiles up there at the top of the board. So they were saying some of the old wooden buildings in the city center, they couldn't just raise them up. They literally picked them up and moved them instead. And they wanted to build masonry buildings in their place because they were, less prone to warping and molding and that kind of stuff.
Sounded like it was that, and then also to compete with prestige with European cities.
Yes, yeah, they wanted to make it more
to be more masonry type. Those types of structures.
And apparently, there's some buildings that they just didn't raise, and they still have stairs that go down to the old street level, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Well, they could have just left the sewers there and then offered gondola rides.
There you go.
Also European.
Option 3.
Yeah.
And there are reports too where they would lift literally like entire rows of buildings. 35,000 tons of building at one point was just lifted simultaneously and then built underneath. It's incredible. But anyway, so that's what we're thematically here representing. We are companies. We want to be the most, have the most reputation by the end of the game. All right. So what's going to happen here at the beginning of the game? We're kind of set up for a 3-player game. We each start with some resources. Our resources in the game are lumber, jack screws, which is what's used to actually lift the buildings, and these are the masonry, which, brick, whatever you want to call it. We're going to call it masonry because that's what it's called in the book. We start with some resources, and we are going to be bidding on these different projects that are come out. So projects get placed out onto the offer here, and resource cards come from our stack over here and get placed out at the bottom here. So these are going to be our bidding spaces. We'll talk about how that works in a second. Really nice sequence of play offered in the game, and some final scoring on the back. Makes it pretty clear. Very clear rule book, really well written. Almost overly clarifying in points. It was so detailed. So anyway, here we go. There are 5 phases to each of these rounds. Phase 1 is we've already done during setup. This is getting new projects out, which is taking the next stack of 5, throwing them out there. We're going to get new resource cards. Again, we've already done that. And then we're going to get bidding markers. We're going to get 3 bidding markers on the bidding board over here, and that's what we're going to have to bid with for the game. We randomly determine start order by shaking the tokens around and placing them out here on the reputation track. Tim is blue. He's going to go first. I am second with the white tokens, and Brian is purple, and he gets to bid third.
Tim even won that.
I will say, though, in this bidding game, going third can be very advantageous because you can get steal a project from somebody or get a cheap project, potentially.
Yeah.
So it's actually not a bad thing. Also, ties will be broken by the player on the top in specific situations, but they can also be kind of stuck with some poverty points, which we'll talk about here in a minute. So we've already done phase 1 during setup. When you do phase 2, you're going to go in turn order based on the bidding track. And this is actually bidding for these projects out here. So these tokens are our bidding tokens, and you are going to be bidding basically right to left, top to bottom. So if somebody had extra tokens out here, so if I had 4, I would actually go first. So you'll kind of look at the right-hand column. I would go first in this situation. Right now, at the beginning of the game...
I would. I'm purple.
Oh, purple. Sorry. Yeah. You're purple. You're doing great.
Not trying to confuse.
Brian would be going first right there because he is, of course, purple. Yeah. So we'll start right to left. Right now, we're all even, so we would start at the top, and Tim's going to get to place his bidding token out onto one of these projects. Each of the projects here is going to grant a one-time bonus if you win the project, as well as a symbol token. There are 5 different symbol tokens. They're off the board up here. You won't be able to see them. Tim's going to be our symbol token manager up there. There are 5 different symbols. One is a train, one is a book, one is a lion, one is a Y symbol, and one is a city seal symbol. And there, again, there's some really cool little tidbits about those in the back of the book if you want to read more about them. So Tim's going to place out here on one of these projects. The projects also show what the cost of that project is going to be to the player if they do win the project. So for example, this one is going to cost 1 lumber, 2 jack screws, and 1 masonry in order to actually pay for that project. So maybe Tim wants to go out of this project. If he wins this project, it's going to let him move his lumber track, his expertise track, which are these 3 tracks on our board. So these are basically how well our company is at dealing with those 3 different resources. And as we move our expertise tracks up, we'll talk about some things that we can unlock as we go. But this reward here is going to let us move our prestige track for lumber over 1 space. It's also going to provide a book symbol token to the winner. And the winner, in order to do that, is going to have to pay the resources listed there or not. We'll talk about that in a minute. So Tim wants to go out here and bid on this project. He's going to take his disc and place it onto one of these 4 spaces. The 3 spaces in the yellow borders, when you place out on them, you're going to get that resource. So let's say he places onto a jack screw. He's going to take a jack screw into his possession. He now has that to spend later. If you want to place on the top left space, you actually have to pay whatever resources are still uncovered on that tile. Here's why. When you're resolving these, it is based on majority. All right, and I do have this written down here. The most markers obviously is going to win. So if somebody has 3 markers out of 4, they're going to win the project. But if it's tied 2-2 or 1-1, potentially, whoever is in the topmost leftmost space is going to win that project. So the top left space is obviously the most valuable space, so you don't get anything for going there. You'd have to pay something to go there. But had Brian and I both gone in here, I would have gotten a masonry. Brian would have gotten a jack screw. Tim can now place there for free, potentially, or whoever goes there next, because all of the symbols are covered. So it's just a free bid, and the next person to go there would be the person to win. Let's just pretend I got in there.
Good job, man.
Thank you. I somehow beat Tim to it. All right. So that's going to be the bidding process for all 5 of these projects. We're going to be placing these out one at a time in turn order, and then we will resolve those in phase number 3. All right. Questions about bidding?
What's this below it?
This is going to be your this is going to be your income round, basically, in step 5. We'll get to that. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot to look at on these cards. You can ignore the letters at the bottom for now. Okay. These are used with the optional module that we're not playing with. Okay. It's the City Council module. It adds a cool little endgame scoring board. I figured for our first play here, we would just play the base game, and then that's just something we can tack on later. All right, so you can ignore the letters, but everything else on the card is going to be important to you.
Okay.
Whenever you see the top hat symbol, that is reputation. That's going to be around the outside again. Those are points. There's a little circle with each of the 3 resources. That is a wild resource token, which are these little guys. You also have a space on your board to store those. Those, of course, can be spent 1-to-1 with any of the other 3 resources. This one allows you to move your masonry track up once, and this one allows you to move your jack screws track up once. And then we'll talk about some more of the symbology as it comes out. The book does do a really nice job of laying out symbology, and I've actually copied and printed some reminders for the players that haven't played before, just so they can see it's nice and laid out. Everything's really simple. Really simple. All right, so that is our bidding. We'll place our tokens out until all of our tokens are gone from this board. And then we're going to go into the bidding resolution, phase 3. You can see here, step 1 is to determine the project winners. Again, majority rules, and then top leftmost will be the tiebreaker for that. All right. The person who wins is going to take the resources of any uncovered. And this is, Brian, why I said it might be nice to go last. Let's say that's all that's on there. You're going to get whatever's uncovered. So you would actually get 2 masonry for winning that project because nobody else came in and outbid you, basically.
On top of the jack screw that I get.
Correct, on top of what you got for covering it. So it's kind of nice. You can come in and kind of get a cheap project and get some extra resources for it as well. All right. And then if there were any bidding markers, I'd leave that on there. Throw a white on the bottom there. So let's say we got to a project and it resolved like this. This is obviously a tie. Brian is higher than me, so Brian's going to get it. So at this time, in the resolution phase here, in phase 3, Brian's going to win this. He's going to get anything that's uncovered currently, which is 1 masonry, so he would take that into his possession. My marker is actually going to go back to the bidding board, and I'm going to have an extra marker to bid with in the following round. So that's kind of my little bonus for not winning. I still get my marker.
Max of 5 from
max of 5 per round.
So really max of 2 from here because you're going to get 3 of the following.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. Yep. That is phase 3. That's it. Then we go into actually resolving and building these buildings out on the board. And again, we go to our little sequence of play. First thing we're going to do is we're going to return the resources. So we start left to right. We always resolve these left to right. Let's pretend Brian won this one. Boom. Yay. Good job, Brian.
Thank you.
You've already gotten your jack screws from previous phase. Now you're going to pay for this. So you're going to pay 1 lumber, 2 jack screws, and 1 masonry back to the supply. You could also pay with wild resources, of course. You could also, at any time, trade in 3 of any 1 resource for 1 of that. Or you could potentially use a favor tile to pay for all of 1 type of resource. Favor tiles, favor tokens, are these little keys. And you will get these from potentially winning some projects and some other bonuses that we'll talk about here in a minute.
And you said they count as payment for all of
one resource. So on this building here, maybe you had a lumber, but you didn't have any jack screws. You say, oh, I have all the jack screws I need. I did somebody a favor. I called in a favor, and they took care of the jack screws that I needed for me. And then you're going to be able to place this building.
Is there a limit to the number of those you can have?
Not that I'm aware.
Is there a limit to the number of these you can
have? Not that I'm aware.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Very good question.
Thank you.
All right, we're then going to place this thing out onto the project board. So the really neat part about this is once we've gotten our bonuses, so Brian would then at this point get to move his lumber 1, and we'll talk more about that in a minute too. He's also going to get a book from the symbol tokens up there, and we'll show you what the tokens looks like here. Boom, and he's just going to keep this around for some endgame scoring opportunities.
Set collection?
Set collection, my man. I know. I knew that might be the only redeemer here for you. So Brian's going to get to build this building. You're building this building at the level that you bid. So you're building a level 1 building. Had you been able to put 3 tokens on there somehow, now you're building at a level 3. It doesn't change the cost of the building or anything. It's just going to change the majority out here in these 4 different wards.
Okay.
All right. So let's say you want it with 2. Neat. You're going to take this token. After you've gotten your rewards, you're going to flip this thing upside down to show the building on the back. You're going to stack up your buildings, and you're going to place it out anywhere on this board.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. Does not have to match the number. Those are completely irrelevant. You're going to place this anywhere on the board.
Okay.
All right. There are 4 different wards, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And each of those wards has a different ward control token, which is going to grant you points at the end of the game for a majority of your building levels. So you are committing 2 levels of building to one of those wards right now. So at the end of the game, we'll just count up how many levels of each player has, and we'll go 10 for first place, 5 for second place, 6, 3, 4, 2, and 8, 4.
And levels is just number of squares.
Number of
highest level.
Highest level, absolutely. So you're going to place this out anywhere on the board. Let's say you covered up one of these on the inside. So you go in here, boom,
points.
You cover it up, you get 2 points.
Woo.
There's also on the corners, you can cover that up, and you're going to get a wild resource token.
Okay.
Great. All right. Anywhere else, there's no bonuses. However, you're going to start surrounding some of these neighborhood tiles. So these are all little bonuses that once we completely surround them are going to grant players a bonus of that type. So let's pretend later in the game we have now surrounded with buildings. Boom, boom, boom. We've now surrounded that token. Whoever has the most levels of buildings there, currently it is 3 purple to 2 white, they're going to get the bonus on the tile. They're also going to take the tile, which I don't know if it's incredibly important if we're not playing with the city council thing, but you're going to take this tile and you're going to go ahead and bump your masonry level up 1. That's your bonus. Any other player involved in that neighborhood is going to get 1 point, which is the little secondary thing at the bottom.
Okay, so that's not a point for me later. That's
No, that is points for the people.
Okay.
All right. So that is neighborhood scoring. And anytime a neighborhood is surrounded, we will complete that step. So it is possible, potentially, if we had buildings here and here, we could put one down here and we'd actually resolve 2 at a time. Whoever the player is that places those buildings chooses the way they are resolved. Most of the times, I don't think it's going to matter. All right. That is placing buildings out. That is if you're doing a raise project. There are 2 different types of projects that can come out on this board. There's raise. Oh, yes.
What did you say the tiebreaker was? if we all have the same levels?
Oh, if you all have the same levels here, it's going to be whoever's first here. Whoever is furthest on the reputation track.
Cool.
All right.
We're talking about
different projects. Sorry. So there's 2 different types of projects that can come out here. Most of them are these. These are raised projects. They have the kind of yellowish beige background, but there are some that have this little blue background and it has a little building with an arrow moving it. This is a move project. And these are buildings like I was talking about earlier, where they literally picked them up out of the city center and took them out to the outskirts or the suburbs, somewhere outside the city, so they weren't at risk of being flooded basically anymore. So a move project works a little different. Let's pretend you had just resolved a move project. Oh, I forgot something first. Hold on. Whenever you do a raise project, so Brian, you placed here, let's pretend you got your bonus. Cool. There's no neighborhood to resolve right now, but whatever column you place in, you're going to get that expertise bump. So you chose to go into the wood. You're going to go ahead and move your lumber up 1 on your track.
Okay.
All right. So placement, there's a lot of decisions that go into each of your moves, which is really neat. Everything kind of works together. All right. If you were resolving a move project, there is no bonus on the tile. There is a symbol token. So this is a city symbol that you'll take into your possession. But then what you're going to get to do after you've paid for your resources here, you're going to take it and move your house out here. So instead of putting it here, you're going to take your building, you're going to move it up to one of those. So you flip it over like normal, boom. And you get to choose which of those bonuses you want. And we can talk about what those mean here in a second. Let's just take this easy one. It's 3 points. You're going to take that in your possession. You can resolve that at any point that you want. For points, it might be immediate if you want it, or maybe you want to wait until you're behind and you want to break a tie at some point. You can spend it then. Okay, so you don't have to spend these right away if you don't want to. But you'll put your building out here. Boom, you did it. You'll take your token. And whenever you do a move project, you get to put out a prestige building, which are the purple buildings up there at the top. And those are going to be granting endgame points. So you'll choose one here. Let's say I took this one. It has to go onto one of the purple backgrounds if there's still one available, which at the beginning of the game, obviously there is. So earlier, let's say you had built that building. Like we talked about, maybe I want to put this building here. Because now, at the end of the game, every building that is being pointed at by that prestige building is going to score 1 additional point at the game end. All right. what you're supposed to do is take this and make it
Oh boy.
a big building, which in theory is cool to look at, but it also is going to obstruct view of things a little bit more than it needs to. And I think we're just not going to play with these. So this game does have some really cool chunky wooden components in it. This is one of them. It's just to raise your buildings up a little bit and make them look a little cooler on the board to give it a little three-dimensional play. We're going to take that out for recording just so we're not fumbling around with them the entire game. But those are available.
We could almost use the fourth player color.
We could, but I mean, they sit on the board just fine by themselves. So,
Yeah, good
so we're going to do that, and that's that. All right, easy enough. Questions about prestige buildings. When you build your prestige building, you also get that little guy and whatever column you built the prestige building into. So these blue buildings are very valuable, these move projects, because you're going to get 2 bumps on a track, and you're going to potentially be able to score some in-game points for yourself. All right?
Yep.
So that is...
So does it look like they replaced then at the end of the round?
They do, yep. And if we build all of the buildings, there are exactly enough spaces to house all of the 40 tiles that we have here.
Oh, okay.
Now, when we're resolving projects, let's pretend a project didn't get any bids. Let's say this project here didn't get any bids. The tile and the card both get discarded from the game. Whoever was in first on the reputation track is going to move down on the poverty track. So basically, this is like you are the head architect for this project. And if you let that project go bad, if you don't do it in time, whatever, if you miss your deadline, you have to lose stuff on the poverty track. The other way you can go down on the poverty track is if you're unable to pay the cost for any of your buildings. So let's say Brian, yes.
Unable to or choose not to?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know, I don't know if there's really going to be a situation where you're going to want to lose points.
I mean, there's only 7 spots to move. There's 8 rounds.
So let's say Brian was going to build this building like he was earlier. So he's bid on this. We've done all the resolution. Cool. You go to build that building and you don't have any access to jack screws.
Okay.
You have no wilds. You have no jack screws. You have no favor tokens. Or simply maybe you just don't want to pay for it for some reason. Again, not sure really why. I guess maybe if there's something more valuable to pay for down here, maybe.
Sure.
But if you cannot or don't want to pay for that, you're also going to go down the poverty track for each material that you cannot pay. So if you cannot pay for the jack screws, you'll move down 1. If you cannot pay for the masonry, you'll move down 1. So why are you trying to lose 28 points, my man?
No, I'm genuinely thinking, what game is it where there's the just take a loan strategy and never pay for anything?
Oh,
Where like if you get the negative 28, you can't go down anymore.
true.
So you don't have to pay for anything the rest of the game.
Okay.
Except for, 20 points.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is Tim
I see what you're saying. You could do that.
Negative 20 points. Just automatically.
Now, the good part about that, kind of to your point, if you cannot pay for it, you still do get to build it.
Okay.
So basically, you're taking on debt, you're taking on a loan in order to get the stuff that you need in order to build the building. So you still do get to build the project in that case if you cannot pay.
Cool.
All right. That is project resolution. The very last step of that is to take the card into your possession. It comes down here into your production row at the bottom, and that's going to come back here in step 5 right now. What? So step 5, you run your company. You are going to run the bottom of these cards. Each card, like Tim asked earlier, does have some symbol at the bottom. Those are things that you get each round. So right now I have a wild card in my production row. I'd take 1 wild resource, and that's just stuff I can spend now next round. Next time I get a building, it comes into the first slot, everything moves down, as the symbols clearly indicate there. The next time I run my production, I will get both of those things, so on and so forth. Some of these cards do have, such as this card, it just has a one-time ability. You'll get that the first time it comes down, that's it. So only if it's in this slot are you ever going to get that. Once it moves on, you don't get it. There's not a ton of those in there, I don't think, but you will see some. Oh, thank you. Yeah. We need one more too.
Oh, it was...
There you go. Beautiful.
Nice.
You did so good. Okay, that is a sequence of play, and we are going to be doing that again for 8 rounds. Round 8 is a bit different. It has final projects. So it has this final project 36, as well as 4 official final projects. This just grants you 4 points and gives you the wild project symbol that's underneath it there. You can count that as one of any of the symbols at the end of the game. We'll talk about why you might want to do that in a minute. These tiles, these final project tiles, they don't give you any bonus except for the 2 points there at the top. So they're very expensive, as you can see. They get more expensive as the game goes on, but it gives you access to score your tokens. So I've collected some tokens, some symbol tokens. Again, there's 5 different symbols. I've collected some. At the end of the game, this token's going to come back to me, and I'm now eligible to score trains and Y symbols. So if I had any train or Y symbol tokens in my possession at that time, I'm going to get 2 points per token. Okay? There's another little layer of set collection that we'll talk about in final scoring, and that'll be on the back here. So let's flip this over and see what it looks like at the end of the game. I guess I should return these two.
I'll take that free bill.
And this is number 6. It came off of here. Okay. All right. So scoring, final scoring. We're going to score for ward control. So each of the 4 wards, again, rewards you with certain amounts of reputation based on first or second places. Ties are resolved very much like you would imagine they were. If you're tied for first, you add up all the points and split them. If somebody's tied for second, you take the second place points and split them. All right. The bidding board. If you have any tokens left from the final round, so remember when you lose a bid, you get kicked back to the bidding board. If you have any tokens on there, there's also some area majority for that board as well. You're going to score points for prestige buildings. So any of these purple buildings that are out here on the board, whatever they're pointing at, that person is going to score 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points, depending on what the tile says for each of those buildings that it's pointing at. Final projects. Those are these guys. There's 4 of them. Again, you're going to score 2 points for each of those symbols that are being represented on those tokens that you have. Symbol tokens, again, a set of 5. This is your set collection again. A set of 5 gets you 3 points.
Doesn't feel like a lot of points.
Doesn't feel like a lot, no. But you're getting those for doing the game anyway.
Sure.
So if you want to say, oh, I need one of those, it's basically a bonus 3 points just for kind of diversifying a little bit. Personal project, that is this guy. So when we get to this step, we each have a personal project. They are all identical. The buildings look different, but they're the same. They cost 5 of each thing. Any leftover resources you have can be committed to those at this time. So if you can pay for them, if you can pay 5 lumber, you get 2 points. If you can pay 5 jack screws, you get 2 points. If you can pay 5 masonry, you get 2 points. If you can pay for all of them, you get 3 points.
Can we use favor tokens as payment for that?
I want to say yes. I'll have to check on that. There were a couple caveats to it, and I'll look that up for us. Your poverty track, you'll lose points, obviously, based on how far you've fallen into poverty. And we are not scoring the city council board, but basically those letters give you the ability to score different councilors.
I'm just going to look up that favor
I
thing.
can look it up for you. I know where it's at.
Do you know where it's at?
Yeah. Right here in the end game scoring. That's the city module. Boom. Personal projects. If you have at least 5 resources, you earn 3 reputation if you complete all 3 sections, blah, blah, blah. You cannot use any permanent resource tokens, which I have not talked about. But you may use favor tokens and wild resources.
Cool.
Oh.
Because getting 5 out of them seems like a pretty good thing.
Yes, agreed. All right. So a couple things to tell you about your board here. As we are moving our expertise markers, there are some bonuses we can unlock. So let's say I moved my lumber token 1. Cool, nothing happens. Let's say I move my lumber token 2. Boom, I did it again. This unlocks a permanent lumber token. I will just move it up into my lumber area there. And now whenever I go to pay for lumber in the future, I have a 1 discount basically on any purchases.
It's like Spirit Island elements.
A little bit, yeah. Now, there's also some bonuses when I move multiple tracks. So it's rewarding you for diversifying a little bit. I have now moved my lumber track 2 spaces. If I move my jack screws track 1 space, I have now met this wild token because I have progressed at least that far on each track. So I'll get the bonus in between. So I'll just take that into my possession that time and I can spend it later.
Cool.
And that works the same for all tracks. There's just wild tokens and some points to be had.
Cool, cool.
All right. Questions about that?
Nope.
If you can ever manage to get one of your expertise markers all the way to the infinity sign, you don't have to pay for those ever again. They're paid for, which is really cool. I think that's going to be hard to do unless you really focus on it.
Challenge accepted.
But yeah.
Gonna do that and get 7 rounds a day.
Oh, I do need to check. One thing I had come up in my head about...
Will these ever regress, or are they always moving?
They're always moving forward as far as I know.
Okay.
When you go to pay for things, yes, sir.
How do we get these little expansions?
Those are from here. You can get them out here on the board.
I see one right there. I think.
There might be none up there, but there's a way to get them. I'll talk you through those here in a second as well. The rest of these symbols should be pretty straightforward.
When these fall off our board, just go to a discard
They just
pile?
go to discard, personal discard pile. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it matters for the game we're playing, but when you're playing with the City Council module, you do need to collect the letters on them. So I don't think it's going to be super important right now, but we will still keep them just to do that. When you are paying for a project, you may trade any 3 resources for 1. So it doesn't have to be the same type. Just any 3 resources can become 1. I will make a note about production. Quality is really nice. The cards are nice, thick cards with like a nice linen finish on them. I did put them into phantom sleeves, though, because I am a habitual sleever.
Is the back just player count?
Yeah, so 2 to 3 players play with the red side. 4 players plays with that side, just to have some more space to bid.
We should probably also mention copy was provided.
Yes, copy was provided by Capstone Games, just so we can kind of show it off and get you excited for it for Origins. Let's see, what else we got? I think that's
just
it.
looking at the Origins list. I don't remember seeing this one. Then again, maybe Capstone wasn't even on there yet. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was up there. I think it was up there.
I might have missed it.
All right,
Cool.
that should be it.
Good teach, man.
I am sure I missed something.
I mean, you didn't miss anything that I can see, at least on the board or anything. So
That's why I label all these things, 'cause I knew I was going to
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
call something by its wrong name. So,
All right,
yes.
so how do we play?
So, let's look at these real quick here.
What are we looking at?
That just gives you a favor token,
Okay.
which we already talked about. That gives you a company expansion tile, which just gives you the ability to keep more cards down here, so your engine is a little bit bigger when you run your income, basically.
That's cool.
3 of those things.
Just immediate.
Move on a track.
Move your track.
Yep.
2 wilds. I think those are the only things out there.
That's it.
Perfect. Up there at the top, they are all numbered and they are all referenced in the back. You also have this on your sheet that I printed. I know they printed it a little soft, but
Gotcha.
let's go left to right there. Number 12, copy the rewards of 2 different unclaimed neighborhood tiles of your choice. So that's really powerful. I had that one in my little solo learning play. It was very powerful.
And these are the neighborhood tiles.
These are the neighborhood tiles. Yep.
And that's a one-time.
That's a one-time thing. Yep. And again, you take this into your possession. You may spend it when you get it, or you may hold on to it if you want. This one feels like it's a spend immediately kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you do have to spend those when it is your active player turn. You cannot do it like if Brian's paying for his thing. I can't say, "Ooh, I'm going to do this," so that he, whatever. What number is there? Number 2. That is simply going to give you a favor token and a wild resource. Number 8 there. Advance your expertise marker 3 spaces on an expertise track of your choice. There's a way that you can push those forward, I guess, to get to your infinity that you want to get to.
Gotcha.
To infinity and beyond. Number 10 there. Number 10 lets you switch 2 of the expertise banners. These guys, you can switch 2 of those at any point. So again, that might be one you hold on to and you're like, ooh, I really want to put my building here, but I really need a lumber. So I'm going to switch a lumber with a masonry and take advantage of that. And you get 2 points out of it. This one, 2 favor tokens. This one, 4 of any resource that you want. They can be any combination. They don't have to be the same. 3 wilds, and of course 3 points.
Cool.
Oh boy, Brian worked real hard on that. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Why we can't have nice things?
All right. Any questions?
I just wish he threw some stuff around every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I like it when I throw things.
Absolutely terrible. No questions
I think
at this time.
Brian had a question.
I did?
That was how to play, I think is what I heard you say.
I mean, I did. But
So, Raising Chicago is played over 8 rounds. Oh,
I think
8 rounds, 5 phases,
yeah, 8 rounds, 5 phases.
except the 8th round's a little different.
8th round is a little different.
Final process.
Yeah, so you're still placing them out onto the board.
Okay.
You're just not getting the immediate bonus, and instead we're going to pull those back off the board at the end and do a little final scoring with them. So So that's it. Let's
let's
kick
get
some tires and light some fires.
All
So
right,
Tim,
project bidding.
we're bidding. Yeah, again, we already completed phase 1 for round 1 during setup, and Tim's going to choose a project. Can you see okay over here?
I don't think you heard.
I'm not sure if he... What, did you hear what I said?
Jack screws.
Yeah,
wood.
no, I can see that.
I think
more the
these are the
projects.
problems.
More the projects.
Yeah.
Left to right, 1, 1, and 2, and it's move a jack. It's really
1, 1, and 2.
1,
Yeah.
1, 2.
Got it. And that's
Move a
2,
jack.
2, 2,
screw.
1,
2, 2, 1.
and move your masonry with lion.
And this one, is that supposed to be a wheel?
It's a Y symbol. They explained it in the back. It's a little Y symbol that they had put on
What was this symbol again?
some urban projects. This symbol?
Oh, right
One,
here.
yeah, one of your.
Yeah. The symbols are all one of those 5.
Okay.
That's the city seal.
Okay.
And it looks like, because every stack is a stack of 5, it looks like there's one of each every stack of 5, probably.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. I will keep a lookout on that.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I will go here.
So you're gonna do you want the masonry or do you want the jack screw?
Well, he covered a masonry, doesn't he? Get a masonry.
If he wants to put it there, so I'm saying he can move it to a different location.
I think I want the masonry.
Okay,
he, wants to be in the top.
I'll get the masonry.
get the masonry.
All right,
you.
cool.
Cool.
All right, I am gonna get something.
I believe
I'm gonna go into here and grab a lumber.
Okay. I'll go here, and can I get a jack screw,
Jack
please?
screw for you, sir.
Thanks.
Tim. Yeah, there's a lot to think about. There is a lot of complex decisions that go into each card that going to give you stuff, but what stuff you want might not be on that card.
Mm-hmm. Right there.
Masonry?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and take one. I'm going to go you.
Don't you?
I'm going to go here and get a jack screw.
Okay. Bold move.
We can just put Tim into poverty if we just don't go there, make him go there. I'm just saying.
Just one step toward
It
my
is.
goal.
That's true. That's true.
Can I get a
Masonry.
thank you kindly.
Tim.
Okay, so this is the problem.
Yes,
though.
sir.
If I go there, I can't afford it anyway.
Certainly not with that attitude, no.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. Even if you get something from it, you won't be able to afford it.
Nah, not in these.
Right.
Assuming I win these other ones,
Right.
then that allows probably you're going to slide.
Really,
here.
what's probably going to happen is Brian's going to plump down in here and get a cheap building. Get a bunch of resources, get a cheap building.
I might plump him.
He's going to plump. He's a plumper, this one.
Oh, that's right.
You could lock one of these up. I mean, you could definitely lock this one up.
Okay.
You could try to lock this one up. If you go here, you definitely lock it up, but you got to pay
Right.
to do so.
Right.
So it's really... I'm going to put that in your fingers.
Okay, you're going to put that.
And see what you want to do with it.
Those are very nice. I'll go there.
Oh.
Interesting.
He plumped.
Yeah. He did.
He plumped.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about that. I'm going to do this
Yeah. Yeah.
and take a jack screw. I think. Yeah. Lumber from a man.
Thank you kindly.
All right, so that was project bidding. We are now going to go to phase 3 bidding resolution. We're going to determine the winners of these left to right. I win this one, so we are going to do these items here. We are going to determine the project winner. Did it. We're going to take the resources. There are no resources uncovered for me to take, but we will then return.
That part.
Yeah. We will then return this to the bidding board. Doesn't matter where it goes because we're going to read it. Oh my gosh! I forgot to tell you about the main way you score points.
Oh boy.
Or one of the main ways.
Okay. Okay.
Each
Listening.
level of building you place out is a point per level
Oh.
when you
Okay.
place it.
Okay.
So it's not, I guess, not a main way, but it is
right.
an accumulation of points. All right, so I did that. Congratulations. We're going to continue on here. Brian, nope, sorry, Tim, you're going to get one of each of these resources. Nothing to return. Tim, you're going to get 2 brick.
Okay.
Nothing to return. I'm going to get 1 jack screw. You get returned. Nothing to return, but you do get a jack screw. Boom. That was phase 3. Now we go phase 4, project resolution. I'm going to go ahead and resolve this one. So I have to pay 1 lumber, 2 jack screws, and 1 masonry. I'm then going to get a book symbol token, please, Tim. Well, thank you very much. And that's just going to hang out here for the end of the game. I'm also going to get to move my lumber 1 step up my expertise track. I then stack these up, flip this building over, and it's going to go somewhere on this board yet to be determined. I'm going to go right here. And that's going to move me on the lumber track. Boom. And that gets me a permanent lumber moving forward. Then I take this card, and it goes into slot 1. Tim, you owe 1 of each.
Okay.
You get 2 points immediately. And you get a train symbol token.
Okay.
You then get to place this somewhere in the remaining 39 spaces. And this card goes under your board. There's smoke coming out of his ears, I think. Oh, okay.
No, I don't
It's not terrible because this is a little bit of shared
incentive
yes,
type thing going on.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then if I go here,
You'll get a wild, and you'll get a jack screw bump.
jack screw bump.
Yep.
And a wild token.
You got it.
Wild token goes
Sounds like
here.
a Blitzkrieg Bob.
That's
Exactly.
what it's like.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Tim, over here, you're going to get a wild token.
Oh boy.
Okay. Wild token.
Oh, yeah, we've lost, man.
I let both you build 2 buildings to my 1.
Yeah, but
you're
you're-
big building.
Yeah, so was one of his.
Yeah, he's
hey,
got 3.
I need 2 points, and you need 1 point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just flick things.
I like flicking things. We can make a crokinole game out of
And
here.
then I'm going to get another point for this guy.
Did you pay your 2-1-1?
2-1-1.
2 lumber,
2,
1 jack screw,
1-1.
1 masonry. And then you get a city seal symbol. And then you get to build your building.
Okay. Build my building. So this, I guess, is what I was wondering. If I go here,
Yep. You'll get another masonry bump, or jack screw bump.
Yep. Boom. So I got a permanent guy there. But that's really it, right?
Correct.
Okay.
For now.
All right.
And did you get your point?
Yep.
You're not possible.
It's me. I'm going to spend 2, but I do have a permanent, so I'm only spending 1. Then I got to spend 2 jack screws and 1 masonry. I have exactly those things. That's wonderful. I need a lion symbol token. I'm going to move my brick masonry. That's what it's called. 1. I'm going to take this boy. I'm going to do that.
If you do that, then who gets that?
Me.
I'm assuming it's
because I have more
Why
levels.
would I go there? But yeah, okay, that's fine.
Don't go there then.
No, that's fine. Go,
No, you're
do
right.
It,
Move
do
it.
it. Do it.
Move it.
Yeah.
I like to move it.
Absolutely not.
We're kicking tires and lighting fires.
Yeah,
Go kick some tires. Move it.
Tire kick.
I like to move it.
I'm gonna harm myself in this.
All right, so I got to go to a place where I get.
Oh, you don't have to. You can always undo
Well,
that
no.
unless you use that for something.
I did it.
All right, so you're good there.
Yep, I'm good.
I still might go to that spot. What do I want to move? I would actually like to move my jack screws.
For some reason, I was thinking that the first tiebreaker was
Gotcha.
this. But
Gotcha.
as soon as you had the multiple,
Yeah, you got to have the
I was like,
majority.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to go there because I do want to move this. And when I move this, I've now unlocked 2 of my
nice.
wild token bonuses. Boom and boom.
It's like someone's played this before.
I need 1 point. I've literally played 3 rounds of 3-handed solo so far.
Tim, how do you have 90
9
points
turns?
Yeah, literally. I've played 9 turns.
That's you then?
Yep. Oop, this was Tim's card.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
This is my card. And again, it comes in to your leftmost.
Oh, that's right. They slide
Yep.
down.
And
don't
they slide.
Okay.
And you only need the bottom, right?
You do. Yeah, if you want to
Okay.
tuck them. Yeah, you're not wrong.
just so it's not confusing. And then I'm assuming once you get your 5th one, the 4th one
once you get your
The
5th,
last
it's
one
off. Yep, it just falls off.
comes off. Okay. All right, cool.
Oh, I didn't get my token. Symbol token. Yes, I did. It's right here.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, I didn't grab it.
Look at this.
1, 1, and 2. Tim, can I get a little Y thing?
Y symbol token.
Thank you. Can I get 2 points?
2 points
2
for
points.
purple. Then where you going, man? The world is your burrito, as they say. I hear you like to move it.
And then it's going to move this. So this is just a perma jack knife.
Yep, you got it. Jack screw.
Jack screw.
Hydraulic jack screws. Man-powered.
And then this will...
Yeah, I need to seek out like a documentary on this because I watched like a short YouTube video on it once I saw the game, and
Okay.
it was very interesting. But I'd like to dive more into it. It sounds like a lot of crazy stuff was going on. All right, that is phase 4. Now we go to phase 5. You're going to run your resources here at the bottom. I get a lumber and a wild token.
Yeah, lumber
Brian?
and jack screw.
Wild for me, please.
Wild token.
Thank you.
All right, then we're back to the top. These are going to come out left to right. I'm going to put them bottom right to left. Those come out left to right, Brian, if you would be so kind.
I was going to pick them up, and then I didn't want to view later once.
Oh, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
hugely detrimental, I think, if you do. All right, cool. That was phase 1. We need 3 new bidding markers added for each player as well.
On it. Ish. Kind of. Nailed it.
And we are going in this order still.
Oh, boy.
So I am at a definite distinct disadvantage going
Okay,
in.
so you have one less vote
Right.
going in.
Yeah.
Because you won.
Yep. So Tim's going to bid first.
see.
Then it's going to jump down to Brian. Then back to Tim. Then me. Then Brian.
Gotcha.
So, Tim,
Okay.
there you go. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty obvious choice.
Tim, 322, 222, 232, 122.
Got all those?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's Tim.
322,
That's true.
222, 232, 122.
Is there a 9er in there? Are you building from a walkie-talkie?
Oh, interesting.
Okay, thank you, Tim.
Back to me,
Back
eh?
to Tim. Yeah, I think this would have played nicely on my circular table because we all could have been like right here at the bottom of the thing.
equidistant-ish.
Yeah. Lumber for Tim. Hey, I get to bid now, guys.
Yay!
Woo!
Seems weird.
It does seem a little weird.
Chair for it.
I'm kind of broke as a joke right now. I'm going to go here. Get masonry. Get off my masonry stuff, man.
What do you need?
What you doing?
What was it?
Wood.
Lumber. Gotcha. Can I have a token, please? Oh, thank you. I'll go here.
Locking it down. Okay. Okay, Brian, okay.
I'm going to go there, actually.
Oh, stupid Tim. Brian's going to steal that from you so hard. He's not. Oh, boy. I'm going to pay a brick, or sorry, a masonry to lock that way up.
Wow. Wow.
So if we were playing with the city council, there are 4 city councilors. Each of them grant some kind of endgame scoring. In order to get their scoring, you have to have collected at least 4 of their letter. So
Oh,
there's
dang.
A, B, C, D.
Oh, okay, cool.
So like this card is really valuable at that point.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
A, B, C,
because it's
and
everyone.
D.
Yeah.
We are not playing with that, obviously. But then if you get 6 or more of the letter, you actually double your score for that category.
Wow. Okay.
And they're all different, unique categories. But I figured that was one more layer we didn't need in our first game.
That's
so
cool. I just saw that these are one time,
They are.
not a.
They are. This is really valuable, I think, though.
Do you want to do that?
You know you can't win that, right?
Yeah.
I need brick. Yeah, but I don't want to win a second one if I'm not.
You can pay for it. You got tons of stuff, man.
I would need
He
4
doesn't have
brick.
brick.
You got a wild.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You only need 2, and you have 1.
Yeah.
So
Math reasons. Can I get my brick, please? Thanks.
I'm just saying, like, if
he's
so,
just saying.
just to consider some things.
Listen, I understand you also needed that brick. That's too bad.
No,
All right.
to consider some things. If you win this building, you'll be able to pay for at least one, right? Once you place it, when you move one of those,
Oh, you're gonna get.
you're going to get a wild.
If I move one of those.
Okay. Just going hard on the jack screws, huh?
What did I say I was going to
You're not wrong. You did say that.
Thank you.
You're nothing if not true to your word.
But also, this is 2 more than next round.
It is. It just
I'll have a
stops me
max.
from getting a brick, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I know that's why
I'm
you're
not
really
happy about it, man.
I also needed the brick.
Also, Tim, consider the following. If you don't go
If I
here,
don't go there, I can
you'll
be
be down.
poverty. If you don't go there, though.
correct? Maybe I'm trying to bait you. Maybe I'm not.
In poverty?
So whoever
I'm
is
first.
highest in reputation is basically on the hook for any empty projects.
Oh.
And if they don't get bid on,
Well, I mean, every game is a negotiation game, right? Tim, how much brick you got, brother? Because if I go there, I'm going to need some brick, but I could go there. But I
I
would
can't give you brick.
Why not? Every
Rules.
game is a negotiation.
Well, no. If I could, I would. But rules. Yikes!
man, I am poor. I can cover that building. Currently, that's it.
This permanent thing is for one build around, I assume. Yeah.
It's for each build.
Oh, for each
You
build.
can reuse the perma each build.
Okay.
Oh, he is going there.
I think I have to.
What a madman. Absolute madman.
So he's going to be.
He's going to be poor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you pay for all those?
You can? Mm-hmm. You're 1 brick shy, but you're going to get a brick.
Unbelievable.
I don't know why I'm worried about Tim's
Oh,
board.
I don't know why I'm not bidding. I should be bidding.
You're 1.
You should pay and take it from me.
I can't pay
I know.
and still pay from a building.
I know. That's where I was like, that's where I knew no one was going to go there. So I'm like, and it's only losing 1 point, I guess, but I don't know. Points are points.
He's not wrong about points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're not wrong. Ew.
Yeah.
This isn't great. So basically I could go to one of those, pay for the stuff, and get the stuff back. Potentially.
Potentially.
YOLO, bro.
Oh,
We'll do
I
that.
see what you're doing.
Boom
Okay.
and boom.
You had to pay 2 things?
Yeah.
Oh, you had to pay
2
whatever's
uncovered.
not covered.
But I will get them back, assuming Brian doesn't cover one. Which I don't know.
You don't know why I would?
I mean, I know why you
I
would.
mean, why wouldn't he?
Okay.
Where else is he going to go?
I think you might be able to figure out why I would.
I mean,
Yeah, I
did you
don't-
look at that building on the end?
I can't afford
Yeah,
to
I
build
know.
anything else. You better watch your mouths, okay?
Yeah, this is a really interesting bidding mechanic.
Doesn't super matter.
Why would...
Well,
Oh, to build
nowhere
it
else-
too
There's
high.
nowhere else to go. Yeah, and to build it too high. So I'll take a wood.
Wood from the man. All right, that was phase 2. Phase 3, determine the project winner. It's Tim. Tim, you get a jack screw.
Yay.
Tim, you get a jack screw
Yeah.
and a masonry.
Yeah.
Brian, return yours to the board. I'm going to get a jack
You
screw.
need Tim's? You got it.
Return Tim's to the board. Colors are hard, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Brian, you're going to get a jack screw.
Much obliged.
And Brian,
You're gonna
return
get
your
nothing.
stuff to the board.
How much do you get, though? Jerk.
What the heck, man? All right. Into phase 4, project resolution. Tim, you're going to get a city seal symbol.
That was fun to say, wasn't it?
It is really
Give
fun.
yourself a city seal symbol.
Great alliteration. You are then going to pay 2, 1, and 2.
2. Okay, 2, 1 for freezies, right?
Yep.
And 2.
Okay, this goes upside down.
Yes, it does.
That goes to your choice.
Okay, so if I go...
A couple pretty darn good choices up there right now.
What do you think? What are you seeing? What am I not
I
seeing?
think this is really powerful.
Oh, okay. So
I think this is really powerful.
I was looking at that one.
I like the 2 favors personally.
The 2 favors.
That's not
is
bad
what I
too.
was looking at.
I think the favors are going to be way more valuable later because,
but you can get them right.
When
now.
do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I still think the other ones are more valuable.
This is two
personally.
what? 2 dissimilar what?
2 dissimilar any of these.
That's
So like you
pretty
can come
good,
out here and get one of the. I think that's like the move.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you want one of those.
But I got to put both of them here. It's
Yes, you're giving up.
Okay.
You're getting 2 points. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
But you're giving up the majority in order for end game scoring opportunities.
okay.
Oh, because he gets a prestige building now? No. Yeah. Right?
Yes. So you can take this now
Yes.
or cash it in on your turn later, whenever you're the active player, basically. You now get to place out one of these. So these all, again, you can turn these however you want on the board as long as they fit in the square, and they're going to just grant points however
And they have
you
to go
orient them.
into purple.
They have to go into purple if purple's available. It is. And if you place onto one of these, you do get the points. And wherever you place it, not only are you going to get a jack screw expertise bump, you're also going to get whatever expertise bump of the column that you're in.
Okay. So if I do that.
Yep.
Okay. Now, is this considered mine toward majority? I'm assuming not.
It is not majority toward anybody. It's just end game point. Just end game points. So you're going to get a bump there.
You said I can like rotate.
You can
this
rotate it
like
however
that?
you wish. Yep.
Well, that's just interesting.
I was wait. I didn't know if he was done.
It's Tim.
Yeah.
Right. He's going to put all 3 of those in there. Stay tuned for the next 20 minutes to watch Tim make this one decision. No, Tim, that's not how it goes.
I'll do it like that.
All right. So that is prestige. You get a bump on your jack screws.
Yay.
Okay.
Good job, Tim.
You get a bump on masonry.
Yay.
Masonry. So I do that. I get a wild, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And we already gave you your points for your building. You're done.
Okay.
Well done.
Except this, now your turn again.
Yep. This goes into your furthest left.
Slides down.
It is now your turn again, as Brian mentioned.
Slide these down.
You're going to get a book. Simple token. You're going to get a wild.
A wild.
You owe 1 lumber, 2 jack screws, and 2 masonry.
Okay.
That goes anywhere in the main board.
Anywhere you want it.
That's the way you need it.
Oh,
Okay. So I'll go here.
Checks out.
Yes, sir.
You
1
give me
point.
this, right?
I
Okay.
did not. At least I don't think I did.
1 point.
And then you get a masonry bump,
And I get a
which
masonry
is going
bump.
to give you 2 points. Nailed it.
Okay.
You also get 2 wild resources for the card you just placed.
We'll do that
Only
at
during
resolution
the
time.
5, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All right. This is me. I need a train symbol token. I need a favor token, please. Chew. Thank you very much. I then need to pay 2 of these, which is actually 1. I need to pay 3 of these, which is 1 and 2, 3. And then I need to pay... I have no masonry?
Uh-oh.
I have a
many
favor
do you need?
token.
I was going to say, you have a favorite token? You have a...
I'm going to do this instead.
So what is that?
That's the poverty track. I could not pay for masonry, so I go down on the poverty track.
1 bump? Got it.
1 bump. Let me make sure it's voluntary, because I can officially pay for it. Let me make sure that I don't have to.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you have to.
Again, you got to look up Brian's question. Because he
did ask that.
Can you choose not to?
He did.
And we all said, us, like level-headed people said, why would you ever want to do
I guarantee that's a strategy somebody does. You don't have to pay for anything. Once you get the negative 28, everything's free, Tim. Everything.
I wonder what a winning score is, though.
Yeah, but like,
and how much negative 28
right?
eats
You could go top left to every single one of these and get the tiebreaker.
I understand.
All right.
You had to pay
If you
for
do
it.
not have enough resources to
It's
cover
too
the
late. I
costs,
should have tried it.
advance one step on the poverty track for each
If
type
you
you do not
don't-
have. In this case, regardless.
What was the word? If you don't?
Hold on.
Or if
Let me read.
But yes, it was.
Return all of the required resources from your company board to the supply to complete the project. You can use each wild resource token as one resource. You can also use the following to cover costs. At any time, you may trade any 3 for 1. You can spend a favor token to cover all of the resources needed for one type. If you have permanent resources, blah, blah, blah. If you do not have enough resources to cover the costs. So yeah, I guess there's no may. All right, so
You gotta lose your key.
I will spend that then to pay for that.
Okay.
This is then going to go out. Might as well close this down now.
Absolutely.
So I will take this. Tim, you'll get 1 point. I also need a point for my building. I will get this bonus now.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I didn't see what it was.
No, you're good. I was
He knew what it was.
not a hangout. Again, I don't think these are really necessary to hold on to most of the time. But in the city council board, it is important to hang out. I'm just going to put mine over here for now. Cool. I get this card. I get a bump there. Bloop. That's me.
Tim, can I get a Y symbol, please?
The Y symbol.
And a favor token. I'm about to go into debt twice.
I wondered why you were
What?
Why I was what? Bidding over there?
going out and winning stuff. I didn't know if you had the ability to get something that I just didn't see.
Nah.
Nah.
I need.
Kicking some tires, lighting some fires, Tim.
I gotcha. Okay.
I need 2 points. Did you?
2
2 points.
Did you get your points?
Yeah, he did.
I did, yeah. It was just 1. So, let's go.
Oh, look at this.
All right, so you're going to get to move your jack screws. I wonder
And-
if for the above camera, should we put our buildings like that
Oh.
so we can see the colors
Yeah,
underneath?
good point.
Maybe. Can I get a wild token, please?
Yep. And also, did you get your lumber?
I did. Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh no! Yeah, I guess like they completed this project, and then like 10 years later, the Great Fire happened.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
boy.
like time wise, not great. Cool. So you got that. I get a point for being also involved, but not getting the cool bonus. What was your bonus? Just a wild token?
For what?
Your jack screws.
Jack
bump.
screw.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you got the wild token. Perfect.
Yep.
All right, over here. Ooh, boy. All right, I can pay for the lumber. Woohoo! I cannot pay for either of the other things. So I'm going to go blue, blue.
1, 2. Gotcha.
But I do still get to place building. I need a lion token, and I get a... Oh, you know what? I get a wild token. I still can't pay for anything. That's fine. All right. Bloop, bloop. This is going to go somewhere.
Going somewhere.
But where?
What's going where?
This is going somewhere. This is going to go here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to do it that way? Oh,
what
I
I
did it
did.
differently.
It's all right. I can change mine.
No, I can change mine. There's way more over here to change, but I can change them. I just think for a top-down view, it's going to be a little easier to see who's actually got stuff
No,
and
it makes sense.
where.
I could have got my little marble tokens. We could have put them out on top.
Oh, marble tokens would have been sweet. We also probably don't really need the buildings on
building?
top of it.
Yeah, good
100%
point.
Don't need the buildings.
But you also can't see the depth from the overhead, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't know if that one really matters because I don't think there's any control up there really. It is yours. You're not wrong. Oh, I get a cord. And I get a masonry bump, which will get me just this. Okay. That was phase 4. Run your company. 2 wilds, a lumber, and a jack screw for me. Brian, what do you need?
Wild and a lumber, please.
Wild and lumber? Sure. Okay. Maybe I should bid a little more wisely this round. So these are going to come out. Phase 1 starts now. Boom, boom. You want to hand me the next cards and I'll put them out while you... Nope, you're just going to do it.
No, you're doing it.
He's just... The jack screw of all trades over here, you see? Well, I'm not going to bid for a while.
Nailed it.
Yeah. All right, Brian. First bid goes to you, sir. Man wants some masonry. Tim.
Last one on the jack screw.
Jack screw for you. Don't forget to take it.
Thank you.
And Brian, back to you, sir.
Sorry.
That's all right.
That's not going to be the last time.
All right. Everything all right? Everything all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Where'd Tim go? Tim.
Yeah, these got more expensive.
Yes, they did.
Even more expensive.
Yeah, I feel like I've been behind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at Tim's board.
No, of you too. You,
Sir, I have no resources.
but you're producing double what I am.
For now.
Okay.
I'm also deep in poverty, sir.
As you should be. You should all be at the bottom already.
Brick for the man.
Thank you.
Tim.
Difficult decisions. I am going to go... I'll go there.
Jack screw.
That's good.
Hey, I get to bid, guys.
I like all the
I get to
jacks.
bid.
Careful now.
I
Careful
get to
now.
bid. I'm going to jack screw.
Lumber, please.
Oh.
Just give me my damn lumber. Thanks.
All right, Tim. And I'm going to go here and get a lumber.
Jack screw, please.
Jack screw, please.
Thank you.
It was kind of like a jack screw there for a second.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah.
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 Hand me the rule book. And while Tim's thinking, I'm going to look at these symbols and tell you what they mean.
Oh. Okay. You're next, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think we know where I'm going.
Where's that?
I'll tell you when I'm ready. The train is a reference. I thought I knew where I was going.
Yeah, we all
know.
did. Because you said, I know where I'm going. That was why I thought you knew where you were going.
Why?
Brick, because I need a brick and I want that token back later. So, the train is a reference to George Pullman, who was most famous for his rail cars in his company town, but first
Holy cow, dude.
made his mark moving buildings in New York
You got...
and then raising buildings in Chicago.
Sorry.
What?
I was just looking at Brian's options. I don't know how many... Do you have enough? Okay.
We're going to
It's
find out
free.
together, Tim.
Okay.
And if not, he's already resigned to going into poverty. So,
We're going to find out together, Tim.
I was just hoping he wasn't going to do it, but it's okay.
oh, you wanted it?
We're going to find out
yeah,
together.
kinda.
All right, Brian, you're the winner.
Yeah.
You get 2 jack screws. He's getting a ton of resources here.
I see that.
Well, most of
Then you get a jack screw. Yeah, but now it frees up your wilds, right? For other uses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing here. You return. I get a masonry. Nothing here. We return. Okay. Now we're into phase 4. We're going to resolve this. Brian, you owe 332.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2 jack screws because I've got the who's the what's it. And then you said 2.
Yep. And then a wild token is your reward. Can we get a Y symbol for the man?
Yep.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what that Y symbol means here in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, there's your building. Here is your card. Oh, that's smart.
What?
The what's flipping the one time over. Oh, never
I
mind.
don't think I flipped that over.
You did. You had to have.
Okay, he flipped it over.
It was the same reward, right?
Did the same reward. Okay, so let's go somewhere where I can move over. Yeah.
I'm going to need a jack screw.
I think I need to cover a wild because I know I'm not going to have enough to pay for all this nonsense. So let's go ahead and cover that wild, which will move this over, which will get me a perma discount on a lumber. In a point, please.
Oh, sorry. I think
Point
that's
for
the
purple.
next one.
Okay, this one I owe 3.
He gets 2 points, and he's going to get 1 point for the building. You gave him a train already? Oh, you didn't give him a train yet? Oh.
Thank you. And then for this, I am going to use this.
You got wilds, if you want, instead. Because that favor token could pay for potentially up to like 6 value, you know.
Okay. 1, 3.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what else you're paying for. So don't listen to me.
Well, either way, he's going to pay for
Now or
3
later.
down there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's not going to be worse than that.
And then you got my 2 points and my 1
Yep.
point.
Yes, sir.
Sure did.
Okay.
Where do you want to place her?
I think this one... Oh, I just moved this here, so I need a wild from that.
Wild token.
This one I think needs to go into
Masonry.
masonry. I think.
Methinks.
So where are those at? Oh, that, okay. That, okay.
Yeah, there's 3 of each.
That, okay. Move my masonry, which will get me another wild, please.
Wild token.
Thank you.
Eli and Smith crushing it right now.
Okay.
All right, Tim, you're going to get a favor token. You're going to get a city seal symbol. Say that one 3 times fast.
City seal symbol? No thanks.
Okay.
233 is your cost.
2. Okay. Yep. Still going to be it. 2, 3, 2, and 3, which is 2.
You, sir.
Okay.
This is a massive building. Bloop.
Okay. Can I do this?
Yeah.
All right. Can I get 2 of those?
2 dissimilar.
2. Well, yeah, that's what it says.
It does. Yeah. So I'll give you 1.
Yeah.
And then you can,
that,
you know.
that sounds great.
You
Try to
need
get
second
one
one
And
later.
then I'll
exciting.
move on the that track. Or do I want a key?
What's the man want?
What's the man?
I only got 1 building. That's the problem.
What do you mean?
All right, so when I move up on that, I get
Yes, you've crossed it. So wherever you put,
So my question is, do I do this or do I take a key? I think
Oh,
a
I
key's bigger than moving on this. So I think I'm going to get another
Wants favor
another
token.
Favor token.
Favor token.
Cool. Okay, cool. So this is done. How unfortunate. Okay. But now I got to place this somewhere.
you do.
And this is where it gets, for me, just a little tricky.
Bit of a sticky wicket.
Yeah. I mean, I could go here.
It's 4 points.
It's 4 points.
2 now, 2 later.
It's 2 now, 2 later,
Yep.
and it's a 3.
Yeah, towards Ward 3 and a brick. A masonry
And it's a
bump.
brick, but I don't need brick. That's the problem I have.
What do you need?
Certainly not with that attitude.
I need. What do you think is the difference between this and this?
About an inch.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
maybe 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go there.
You did great. Now he's just counting empty spaces.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to get a lumber bump.
Lumber bump.
which gets you a wild token.
Wild token.
And that's...
And 3 points.
And 3 points. Okay. All right, cool. I owe 3 wood, of which I can pay exactly. I owe 2 jack screws, of which I can pay exactly. And 3 masonry, which I can pay exactly. Well done, me. I need a lion token, please.
Lion.
Thank you. That's my 3rd lion. Rawr.
Jeez.
And this goes into the move projects area, into the outskirts. I think I'm going to go on to the one with the 3 bumps. That feels pretty good.
Absolutely.
Whoops, I didn't turn it right.
I got you.
I think I might just take those bumps.
Just do it now.
Now?
Yeah.
Once I figure out what I'm doing up here. So I do need a prestige building. That one I think is oriented wrong.
You point one of those arrows this way.
That's not bad. It's 6 for me. So I'm going to do that. Which gets me a bump here and a bump here. So I will go jack screws. And when I do that, it's going to get me 4 total points from here and here. 4 points.
4 points.
Did you get the 2 from a building? I'm not purple. I'm not purple.
It's when you land there or pass there?
It's when you meet your tokens up
2
there.
for your building.
So I get 2 for this track.
And then 4?
4 total and 2 for my building.
Okay.
Yep. Then this resolves. I get 3 masonry, and second place is nobody.
Dang.
And then I might as well take 3 bumps on a track. Wow. And I'll turn it over to know I've used it. What track do I want to move on, guys?
Don't know, but I've been doing once you pass, so I need 2 points and another wild resource.
2 points and wild resource. Yeah, it's whenever like your tracks would, whatever you've crossed off.
Thank you, Tim.
I kind of think of it as like fill in bubbles. Whenever the bubbles are all the way filled in on both tracks, you get the thing that's between them. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my jack screws. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 on jack screws. That's going to get me a wild token. That's me. Oh, card. Thank you.
Okay. I owe 2 of these, which is that. I owe 2 of these, which is that. I owe 3 of these, which is that.
Nailed it.
Crushed it.
Tim, I need a book.
Book.
Thank you. I need 2 points for the building.
And where would you like it, sir?
The 2 favor tokens.
Oh, yeah, we're doing it like this, aren't we? I'll figure it out one of these days,
Can
Tim.
you replace your purple building? And I'm going to use it immediately and get 2 favor tokens.
All right.
This goes nowhere?
I just placed it face down.
It, yeah.
Once
Cool.
you've spent
All
it.
ones. How awesome. All right, the favor token is going to let me do this. That's going to let me do this, which will get me 2 points in that.
You did it. Take your card.
This one falls off.
And then go ahead and run your engines. 3 wild tokens. I'm going to need every single one of those. Jack, screw, and lumber. Ryan, what you need?
2 lumber, a brick, and a wild.
Oh my gosh, I can't get the lumber. Cool. All right, we are moving into round 4. I think this board's going to get real tight here in a minute.
Now it is Brian, me.
Yes, so you can rearrange the bid tokens.
Oh, I passed Tim. I mean, I know it's only
You
temporary.
just got a bunch of points, dude.
So did
Yeah, you just built 3 buildings.
Yeah,
Tim only built 1.
That'll do it.
Although I guess you put the same amount of tokens out. Except for, well, you had +1, I think. You've also moved your tracks a little further.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Apparently I'm collecting lions. So... All right. Oh, where's that rulebook? Yeah. Let me tell you about some of these tokens. Well, we're getting Brian's bids sorted out. The lion is a reference to the famous lion statues outside the Art Institute of Chicago. The book is a reference to the first permanent Chicago Public Library, which is now the Chicago Cultural Center. The city seal is a reference to the Chicago corporate seal used at this time, and the Y symbol is the Chicago municipal device. You can find it on lots of public structures even today. The names on the company boards are 4 of the 5 companies that did the majority of the work of raising and moving buildings. It's cool. And the designer, Matt Wolfe, he does make some notes in here too about some of the intricacies of the project that he left out of the design just because it was like the design was just getting kind of bloated and didn't know how to really incorporate it just because there was so much involved with the projects. Tim. Can you see? Need to see anything? Hear anything?
No, I'm kidding. The finals.
Yes.
What do these do again? The top.
So
two?
if you have one of those, if you get this tile, if you build it,
you get to score the.
You
top.
get to score trains and Ys for that one.
Okay.
So every train would be 2, every Y would be 2.
Okay.
But yeah, this guy wants the Y for show. Interesting. It's the final countdown.
What'd you get? What'd you cover?
Oh,
Make
thank
sure
you,
to take
lumber.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like to move it.
Obviously.
Thank you. And if nobody takes those, I go into debt?
You go down 1 level.
Yeah.
I mean, both are empty, which probably won't happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of tokens left out there.
Okay.
Why not get another Y in? Am I right?
Thank you, sir.
A lot of bidding tokens out there this time. Not going to be a lot of resources being collected. Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, son. What was it?
Lumber.
Ooh, gonna pay a lumber. Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't want to win that one. So my choice is a brick, a lumber, and that's it.
Why wouldn't you go here so you can double?
Because I want my token back.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay,
already
you don't
winning. I'm
want
already winning that.
a two tall one?
So, that's fair.
That's I thought you were going to go with the 2.
That's fair. That's not. You're not wrong, Tim.
But I get it. If you want to manage
No, you're
your
not
token
wrong.
economy as
You're
well.
not wrong. That probably is a better choice. Here's the one thing the rule book was a little fuzzy on, to me, the way I was reading it. Ties are broken, topmost, leftmost.
So
But
is
the way
it
they
I was going to ask, is it the left of the top or the top of the left?
Correct.
Okay.
Let me read it to you because that's the way I'm reading it. If two or more players have the same number of markers on the card, the highest and leftmost marker on the card is considered the winning bidding marker. Now, they give two examples. One example is when a player is here and here. That's easy. Topmost.
Yeah, it's the highest.
The other example is when a player is here and here. Easy,
No,
the leftmost.
it's leftmost.
They don't
You
give an
need
example
that.
of that. So the way I'm reading that is it's the highest and then leftmost.
left.
That's the way
So
I'm reading it.
That's what I figured.
But again,
it's the top level. Then if there's still a tie, then you go.
That's the way I'm reading it.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming as well.
Yeah.
You know, reading and stuff.
So like if I were to go here, I would win that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not hard because it's a square. You're in the top leftmost.
You're in the upper left.
I'm saying, what if it's a situation
What
like
if those
that?
were switched? There you
This?
go.
Yeah.
I win
Yeah.
it.
Why?
Because
he's
on the top.
leftmost.
What
He's
about leftmost?
leftmost.
It said topmost and then leftmost.
He didn't say topmost. It said highest leftmost.
highest
Topmost.
and
leftmost.
Highest leftmost. That's the highest leftmost.
No, that's the highest.
No,
and then you look at
that is
leftmost.
the rightmost high
I will
one.
fight you right now, Tim. I will die on this hill.
So there is a bit of confusion maybe about that. I didn't look it up
We're good.
because the way I was reading it.
when you were going through the rules, I was going
just-
to ask about that, but I
Correct.
was like,
I mean, if up left is like the ultimate you win, then I think up takes precedence
I agree.
over left.
And that's the way.
I agree.
That's the way.
I
Now,
don't know that that's how it's read or written.
Put the book down, man. We got that.
potentially, however,
Potentially,
Oh, boy.
potentially,
in a potential edge case, can I start?
yeah.
Okay.
And maybe it's broken in that order. Then I don't really know.
I don't. Oh,
But
that's
it didn't say that. And like I said, the rule book was very thorough on most things. That was the only case where it was maybe a little fuzzy.
this goes
yeah,
back,
this goes
right?
back.
And I get that.
Yeah. Don't we do the get first before people,
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
so that we know what
Get a lumber.
Yep. Did
This goes back.
got it.
Get nothing. This goes back.
Look at this.
Brian's going to get a couple
Giving him
things.
stuff.
And I'm going to get nothing. And Tim's going to get a jack screw.
Yay!
This dude, not even going to place bid markers on next
I
to
know.
him.
expect
All
to
right,
win.
Tim, 334 to you, sir. You
Okay.
get a city seal token. You get to move your
City
jack
seal
screws.
token. Jack screw. I didn't need to do that.
I don't know if I can pay for
So
my
I get.
stuff. What?
I guess I still don't get that. It
What?
doesn't matter until someone else moves, right? Because I'm just moving the leader now.
Correct.
Okay.
Now,
All right.
when this one moves or this one moves, you will get whatever bonus is over. Because, like I said, imagine filling those in with pencil, like shading them. Whenever the bars catch up with another bar that's already shaded in, you get the thing.
Okay.
Like progress meters.
Gotcha. Now I got to pay for it.
Yep, 334.
Like rules and stuff. 3,
2,
3, 4.
3. Nailed it.
Okay.
Did you get your city seal?
I did.
Yep. There's that. There's that.
Okay. Get that.
And I'm going to start paying for mine while Tim is doing his thing. And this is going to move.
Okay. I think I'm going to
Give me
go
a wild.
here. So that's going to be 2,
2 points.
and 2,
Plus
right?
2 points. Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Neato. I need a lion token, please.
Lion.
This will fall off. These will zoom,
And
zoom.
going there, I need to do this, which this is going to go up here, and so I get this.
Nope, you get whatever you just moved under.
I
You
get
get 2
this.
points. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I can take that key. And the lumber bump,
I
I do
wondered
want it.
about that. Yeah.
I do want it.
Boy, I
Favor
should have
token,
gone there.
please.
Holy cow! Why didn't I go
Okay, favor
there?
Then I get a lumber bump. Thank you, Tim. You get a point.
Okay, that's why, because I wanted the point.
And that was me.
Okay. I owe 4, which is 3 with my discount. and then 3, which is 2 with my discount, and then 3 or 4, which is 3 with my discount.
With a discount.
Oh boy, that's a lot.
I was gonna, yeah.
That's a lot of stuff.
God.
Tim, I need a choo-choo chain.
Train for you.
Thank you. And then I am going to get a bump on this track, which gets me a wild resource.
Just by 5.
And then I'm going to place this someplace, which will get me a thing, but I will need a point for placing
Point.
this.
Gonna go there and lock it up.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing when I thought I was winning that first card to get enough brick for the rest of my purchases. But now, meh.
He's so angry.
What happened? Did you steal something? That wasn't paying attention?
I don't think so. Did I steal something from you?
No, Tim took it.
It's always you.
What did I take?
I don't know.
You ruined everything, Tim.
What did I do?
You ruined everything.
You ruined it,
I
man.
told you. Yeah.
Going first
You
sucks,
ruined
man.
it.
In a bidding game.
Oh, I'm looking on BGG just to see the tiebreaker thing. First post in the recent threads. Has anyone tried the starvation strategy?
You're welcome.
Oh, there you go.
I should have. I could have responded. Didn't work, but I played Tim. So. Okay. I'm going to go here.
Okay. Going for the extra pointer.
I
Okay.
get that, which will get me another wild resource. We're out of wild resources.
Yeah.
Now what?
I think they're unlimited. I don't know.
Tim, right behind you, there's a bunch of marbled tokens. Just
What?
grab one of those. And
these?
we can use them as wild tokens.
Green okay?
Green marbled tokens as well as wild tokens are now wild tokens. Oh, no, I got mine.
Oh, you got...
And I took the last one. Thank you.
Yeah.
That should be fine. And then just set those somewhere. We might need more. Things are
I hope not.
Things are getting wild. I got my card. Fulton is up.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing any rules discussion about that.
There's no need to be because it's highest and then left.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe return resources. Determine the project winners. Unless it said something like in the project bidding. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Phase 2, resolution. Most bidding markers on the resource card corresponding to the project. 2 or more players, same number. I just read that part. If no one placed a marker, yeah, it doesn't.
Take your turn. I'll
It's. I mean, it doesn't. It
Cool.
doesn't say that.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I need a Y token. When he gets back, I want to get a Y token. I got to pay for this, so I got to pay 2 wilds. You want a wild token? Do you need a wild token?
No. I took the last wild token, so we grabbed something to beat
Oh.
wild tokens.
Okay. Bloop. So I'm paying 2 wild tokens. I owe another wild token for that. You can put these back, Tim. We now
Oh, did you
have-
just liquidate your wild tokens?
I did. That's all I had. Oops. I need a Y symbol too when you get a moment.
Yep.
And this is going to go out onto that thing. I think I'm going to go here. Bloop and bloop. Can I get a favor token, sir? I'll use that now. There's no reason not to. And I get a bump on that. I also get a bump wherever I put, whenever we fill that. Oh boy. Get a bump here.
Oh, yeah. Give yourself 2s. Jerk.
I have no buildings really that are going to score.
No,
for
you've already
this.
scored everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be tough.
I mean, that gives us all a point, so it's a wash. I get 2 points here, 2 points there for 4. And that went into masonry, so I get a bump there, and that gets me a wild. that was me.
Did you get your screw?
I did. I took that already. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tim, 443 is what you owe.
4. Boom, boom, boom. Get back here. 4. 4. 3.
Get yourself a book.
Thank you.
Am I going to be the only one in poverty? It's ridiculous.
Thank you.
All right, what's the last symbol I need? I'm missing. Oh, the only things that Tim has. The city seals. I'll just take that off your hand so you don't have to keep waiting like a crazy person.
I don't know. These just seem like sucker plays. I don't know.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But it's 2 now and 2 later.
That, right. I'm going to... problems and stuff.
Something inside my sleeve. That's better.
Did not. Okay, so I'm going to go
30-minute time
here.
limit.
I'm going to go here. Okay.
Bloop. Take your jack screw bump. You're also going to get 2 wild resources.
2 wild resources.
Now I'm going to get 1 point. Okay. And I don't know where you're keeping those, but... Okay. That's it. Good. Run your production.
And then what are we doing with the cards as they fall off?
Just doing that. Can I get a wild, please?
Oh, a wild? Oh.
Yep. I'll have to look and make sure that those are not unlimited. Or not limited. 2 lumber. Nope, 1 lumber. And 2 jack screws. What can I get for you, sir?
2 brick, 1 lumber, and a wild.
Bloop, bloop. Sorry. Resources. Go ahead and start seeding the board. Yep, resource tokens are considered unlimited. In the rare instance that the supply is empty, use an appropriate substitute.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. Those marble tokens are real good.
So many bidding.
Just throw mine?
They did.
Gosh.
Like a jerk. How many do you actually have?
You get 5. You're capped at 5 each round.
So he's first.
Yep.
Also last at the same time.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the Spielworxx feel in this game. Sorry, I didn't see what you covered. I'm so sorry.
Can you go right here, please?
Right here.
Yep.
It's okay, guys. I'll bid sometime.
Will you though?
Maybe.
Appreciate you so much.
Oh my gosh.
No, you did great.
Managing all the resources. I got you. No, I guess I will just bid my own. Just gonna bid on my own.
Tim, did you grab your own resource?
I did. Oh my gosh, they're so expensive now.
Yeah, they are. You got keys. You're good.
Ew. I'm gonna do this and pay
What's so expensive? So I'm gonna pay
2.
Well, you pointed out I've got some favors, and I got a bunch of wilds that are just doing nothing. So, and I got discounts, baby. We good. I know a guy. Okay.
No, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Here's what I'm hearing: is you could have reached those all game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have done a lot.
All right, cool. Could have played better. Jeez.
So you were the resource guy.
I thought I was too.
I'm the one that had to come up with a wild.
Oh wow, that was so hard. Hey, go get those tokens over there.
Yeah. Tim had to move.
You're like the.
What I wanted to do at all. I think you got this, right? There's nothing I can do about that.
Well, if you put one there, you force him to put one of his there.
Yeah. I need the city seal. Is what I need
Why do you need this
to get a complete set.
Oh, you need sets?
It's only 3 points.
You don't need sets. It's 3 points if you have a set, and it just gives me some options going into final scoring.
You don't need options. Calm down.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
It's the final countdown. Jack screw. And we'll lock this up with a lumber. Bloop.
Yeah, going first is the worst.
Yeah. It's not amazing.
Lumber me, baby.
Bloop.
Thanks, darling.
Anytime.
Okay, so I can't win this one. He's probably going to take that one.
Is he? If I take that one, that means I win 3. You really think I can afford to win 3?
Yes.
I haven't mathed it yet.
You have 3 keys.
I need 9 sets of things.
Yeah, but like, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
So I'll go here. Or I can... yeah, I'll go there and pay the 2.
Oh, you'll pay for it. Oh, you'll pay for it. So Tim's winning 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not winning. Well,
Take one from him, dude.
I could,
Do it.
but I don't know if I can
you can
afford
take
to
either one of
pay
those.
those then. I do want this.
Seriously?
Yeah. Brick and a jack screw. It's another...
Going first.
It's a thing.
Sucks.
That's why I told Brian at the beginning. Going last, you got that cool
You
advantage.
didn't tell me anything, Tim. I'll take a lumber.
Lumber for the man.
Okay. So I went from winning 3 to winning 1.
Such is life, sir.
Oh, the mighty have
There.
fallen, Tim.
Yeah.
All right, we
apparently.
are doing
it.
this. You get a jack screw.
Yay.
You don't get anything.
This goes back.
Yep.
And
I'm going to have so many
another jack screw.
Yay.
bids
goes-
over there.
Back. I get a jack screw. This goes back. I get a jack screw and a masonry. And this goes back. And you get a lumber.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, we're resolving. Brian gets a lion token and 2 points.
2 points.
Might as well give him 2 points for his building. Well, before we
points.
forget.
Lion token.
And
What happens when we run out of these? It seems like...
that will be the end of the game. There are as many of these
it's
as it should be exact.
quantity?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Brian, you owe 454.
3, 4, 3. Yay.
Yay! Oh, showering me with gifts. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you get to do a move it project.
I don't know if I care.
I mean, again, there's majorities available
Right.
at the very worst.
Right. So what do I want to move, I guess?
Also, don't forget, you're going to be able to place one of those here in a second. If that also could play into your decision.
Truth fact, truth fact, truth fact. Okay.
Like this boy. Something like that. Or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you got options is what I'm saying.
I covered, did I cover 2 points?
You just did, yep.
Okay.
So you get 2 more.
And then this will go
Looks like
here.
you might get out of first place here.
Okay.
Here's your card. Boom, boom. All right, you are moving. 3-4-4. Get the man a train.
Bit of a choo-choo situation.
A bit of a choo-choo situation. I agree.
Okay. What was it? It was 3-4-4. Okay. Which is 2, 3.
Oh,
2.
you did so good.
All right, calm down.
You'd like to move it, sir. What would you like? I'll reach it up there for you.
I'll need 2 points for these 2.
Set it down.
What would this get me?
You get to move.
Oh, that's right.
It's a move project.
Oh, I don't want any of those.
3 wilds, 3 points, 4 of anything,
I'll take 4 of anything.
4 of anything. And again, you can hold on to that and cash it when you wish.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get a jack screw bump, and then your choice of these 3. Closer.
That is 2 more points because of this track thing.
2 more points for the track thing. There's your choices right there. I really messed something up there. Yeah, buddy. Cool. Good.
And I get this.
Part on my reach. Okay.
You need to get this?
Yep.
I do.
Jack screw bump. Yeah, you surrounded that neighborhood.
Toads, my goats. I got a wild. Thank you.
I'm so poor. It's not terrible. Okay. You get this. All right, Tim. Nope,
When
this
they
is
fell
me.
off, I wish you got it like one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the car. So come on, let's ride. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Get it?
And that's paid. Can I get a city
That one?
center symbol? City
I mean, I've moved on.
city something symbol. This is a move project.
Seal?
City seal symbol token. Sure. I don't really care for many of those. I'll go with this. And might as well take those now, because there's no reason not to. They don't go bad. And one of those gets placed somewhere. I need to get some things out on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Did you get your extension?
Did I get my extension?
Oh, you're still doing this one.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Problem is I have no buildings
Right.
to point any of those at. I'm going to go with this maybe. Because I think I want to go here and lock that down. Oh no, that would be a tie. And I would lose that tie. Ooh! 3 lumber. All right, well, first I'm going to take my jack screw bump before I forget. And then this is going to give me a bump somewhere. Maybe there? Yeah. Okay, and that'll get me a lumber bump, which gets me a wild. Okay, second building. Take care of that in a second. 4 wood, which is 2 of these, and 4 jacks, which is 2 of these, and 4 of those, which is 3 of these. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And I get a book, please, and an extension. Yep, sorry, bumping into you here.
No, I just moved your discard pile. And come
I
back
think
with
this
my discard
technically
pile.
falls off first. Whoops.
We're gonna get that later.
Then this comes out. I don't know where it's at.
I think it's underneath you.
All right. Thank you for the book. Is this my lion?
Yep.
I know I had 4 of them. Cool. All right, this goes somewhere. It's going to go here. I'm going to take a wild. That's me.
Tim, 445.
And a Y token and 2 points. Ooh, I need 1 point for this. 2 points for that guy.
I gave you that.
You
one.
did? Okay. Oh, I need a jack screw bump here. Boop. You got this. You got this.
All right.
2 points.
Okay, 2 points.
1 point.
1 point.
And you got your Y.
Didn't get a Y.
And there's your building in place. And there's your guard to keep.
Thank you.
Oh, the man wants a favor token. Oh, yep, thank you.
You're good. And that gets me one of these, which is one of those.
Sweet. That's it, eh? Run your company. 3 wilds.
You gotta be kidding me.
What? What'd you do? Is that bad?
I want to go first.
Oh.
I don't want to go first.
What'd you get 2 points for?
This card.
Jack screw lumber. Brian, what do you need?
4 brick and 2 wild.
4 brick and 2 wilds. 4 brick, 2 wild.
Thanks.
You're doing so good. All right, here we go. Boom, 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 boom.
Honk. 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 Honk.
And 3 more of those come out. Just 2 for Tim, apparently, huh? Oh, boy. I get it. I'm in last, man, okay? Jeez. I'm not bidding for a while.
There's gonna be nothing left.
Actually, Tim, just take 2.
Oh, okay.
I didn't flip one of these over. Not that it incredibly matters, but there she is. You should take that extension from Tim. He really wants it. He's been eyeing it for rounds. Yes, you should get in a bidding.
I don't get a discount though. That's just when I build. So I would have to pay that, which would be a wild, right?
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
I meant here.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll make him do it.
Jack Shrew.
Yep.
Tim. You know he's going to.
He better. If he wants it.
If not, you get it cheap. Paying a brick. Okay. The man wants his extension. And a Y token. Brian really wanted that Y token. He's sad.
I like Y tokens.
He does like the Y tokens.
Thanks.
Guys, I get to bid.
Oh, yay!
Oh, you're still playing?
I'm still here. I've been here the whole time. Sorry, drop out. Please don't sue me. I'll go there and get a jack screw. Yeah, these move it projects are not quite as valuable now. Oh, dang. Tim wants to build some buildings. It seems. Where to, Gumshoe?
Lumber, please.
Lumber. Lumber. You want that little guy? Little move it project? You've actually got buildings positioned to score.
Who does?
You do. You got all these buildings right here next to these purple sites. They can actually profit off of those things.
Mm-hmm.
My chair's squeaky.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You've made this difficult.
What if we stare at him? You think it'll speed him up or
Well,
slow him down?
yeah.
Because of my very wise statement about taking that move project so you don't lose points?
Paid it. No, I just... I'm in 3 areas and... I'm probably going to win maybe 1.
Certainly with that.
I mean, this one's locked up.
Yeah, you got that one.
For sure. This one you can lock up if you want it now.
Right.
Yeah.
This one's probably a loss if you don't go there.
Right.
This one's going to lose you a point, and you'll lose out on the move it. So yes, you do have a pretty difficult decision currently. Oh, he's going for the move it. I've heard you like to move it. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
What's this guy want to do?
Whatever I do, you're probably just going to undo.
Probable.
So.
Probable. It's the joy of bidding last. I did want that one, though. Lumber, baby. That's it.
Okay.
These go back. Brick for Brian. Brick and lumber. And this goes back. Brick for Tim. And brick and jack screw for Tim.
Okay.
All right. I need a city seal. I got to pay for these things. So I'm going to spend 3. 3 and 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, can I get a city seal? I need 4 total points. And this is going to go here to do that. Brian, can I get a key? Tim gets a point. Thank y'all. Let go of my finger. And that was me. I get a jack screw
I
bump.
need 3 jack screws, and you get a point. You close this one off.
Oh, shoot. 3 jack screws for Brian. Can I get a point for white, please? This falls off to the Discord. That's me. Brian, 5 of each. We need a book. See, and I'm thinking the option not to pay, that might be a thing. Because none of us are really struggling too bad to pay for things, especially when you start getting these keys. It's like impossible not to be able to pay for it.
Right.
So I'm wondering,
That's for the lumber. That's the other thing.
Oh, the other thing you say.
That's the last thing.
Ah, of course.
Oh, the other thing in the last
2 points for the man.
Yeah.
2 points.
We got him his book token already.
Yep.
You get your key.
Yep.
Love it.
Might as well close that off.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, just nonsense.
Brick bump. And nobody gets a point.
This was a
Brick.
brick bump.
Masonry bump.
I did that. I need a wild. Thanks.
Cool. Yep. Tim, I'm going to need 3 total points. I'm going to pay one of these for my lumber. I've got jack screws to pay. And I think I'm going to pay one of these for my brick as well. I need a lion token. And you gave me 3 points total, right?
4, you said.
I did?
Yep. You were on 20.
Just 3.
I think.
It's fine.
We're good.
Where do I want to go? I have no presence in wards 3 or 4. That doesn't seem great. That gets me nothing. I don't like any of this. Kind of want another jack screw bump. That's filled. Let's nestle.
You got to be kidding me.
I did good. I get a jack screw bump and 2 points. Bloop. And a card. Discard. Tim, you get a Y token.
Did you get another point for placing that one? So you said 2, but it's 3, right? 1 for the building and 2 for the spot?
Yeah. That's what I told you earlier. 3 points.
Okay.
Right? We just had a conversation 30 seconds ago.
You just said 2 more. Yeah, that was for the other building. You said 4 for the other building.
Oh, but
and then I think 3 for this building, plus another 2.
No, because you
2.
said he was at 20 to begin the round, right, Tim? So he went to 23, and now he should be on 26, which he is.
Yeah.
Because he has 2 buildings, each one was worth
3 points.
3.
Yeah. We're good. And if not, it's fine.
Tim, you get this, and you get a Y,
Tell me why.
and your cost is 455.
Tell me why. Nope, don't want to play. Okay.
4.
5, 5.
We'll do these. 5. And 5.
You need one more mason, right? Okay.
Bloop, bloop.
It's got 3 keys.
And then 2 points for your building. Kicking tires, lighting fires, Tim.
Yep. You messed up what I was planning on
Yeah, I had
building the purple there, so had a
I
plan.
feel so bad. I don't. Good.
Did you get your 2 points for that building?
I got 2 points for the
And take a brick bump. And last building here, you get a choo-choo train. You owe 554. Certainly
keys are
sounds
coming
like
out.
a couple keys. Yeah, I just had to spend
5.
2 of my 3.
Yep.
Either way, it's 3 resources in a key.
Yep.
All right, you got your train, and then you get to move it up to one of those 2 empty blue spaces there. 3 points, or switch 2 things and get 2 points.
So that's 4, right?
Yep.
There's your card. You get a jack screw bump. And there's your 3 tiles to choose from. Oh no, I can't get it. All right. Bum-ba-da-bum. We did it. Next round. Oh, run your stuff. Sorry. Oh, this was a one-time. Oh, that's not helpful. Yeah, that's helpful.
Can I get a key, please?
Key, please. Brian, what do you need?
Thank you.
Jack screw. Brick. Wild.
You get 3 on there? Oh, that's
Yeah.
a one-timer. One of each. One of each and 2 wilds. Sorry. All right, penultimate round. Okay. And we are Tim, Brian, Josh in turn order. Well, I'm not getting any bids.
Yeah, you still keep winning, though.
Well, strategery.
Mm-hmm.
Strategery.
Thank you, sir.
This is our last move project. If anybody's really interested in the 2 points and flipping a banner.
This is our last what?
The last move project, the last
Oh, gotcha.
up there. I get the 7th bid this round. Oh, he's locking it down. All right. That thing. Sorry. Sorry, what was it? I wasn't paying attention. I apologize.
Just a second.
Oh,
Just a second.
just a second.
I don't know that I have to pay for those. So where we were just a couple rounds ago.
Yeah, I just made the comment too. I was like, oh, we can pay for all this. But nah, I was
They're
wrong.
just tightened right up. I'm going over there.
Where to, Gumshoe? Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do too. I don't want that move project. Okay. Nothing here. This comes off. Nothing here. Nothing here. This comes off. This goes out of the game. And Tim goes down a poverty level. It's a point. He'll be all right. Cool. All right. Tim, you get a lion token? Your favorite token? You get a lion token?
What?
You get a lion token?
Lion token. I was like, what are you talking
He's a
about?
token man.
Good lion.
556 is what you owe. It's funny, we all decided to stack 3.
Right? Okay. 5. 5, 6.
Yep. I'll take it. Boop.
Putting a 3 out there.
Don't put it where I want to put mine.
You don't care.
I will be bad. I got a spot and it's really cool. That's a jingle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We all heard it.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I'm going to start paying for my stuff. I can do that. 1, 2, 3 more for that. And 3, 4, 5, 6 for that. Take 3 points. Take a masonry bump. White needs 5 total points and a book.
Hold up, masonry bump. 5 points and a book. White.
5 points and a book for white.
Thank you, and a book.
Yep. I think that's where I want it.
Is that where you were gonna go?
Yeah, because I want another jack screw bump to make them infinite.
Oh.
I did it. I achieved the infinite goal. That's me. Oh, Tim, this is your card. This is my card. This is a discard.
Using this for my middle thing.
All right. Those are jack screws, sir.
3.
Oh, thank you very much.
I need a choo-choo chain. I need a wild token.
How many points?
3.
3. That sucks, dude.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
What does that give me?
3 jack screws. White gets a point.
A wild token as well, please.
Wild token as well. I don't think I've moved either of these tracks in so long.
Shoot, I need to redo this.
And your card. All right, Tim. Ready?
Yeah.
City Seal.
You got it.
2 points for you. 2 more points for you. You owe 656.
Okay. 6, 5, 6.
Where was the 5? You had 2 wilds and you have 2.
He had 3. He had
6.
3 wilds and 2.
Oh,
You got it.
I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah.
had 2.
I didn't pick this up. So I had all kinds of plans, and I was figuring out what I was going to do, and I was like, "Oh no, I got 3 more masons."
I forgot it.
Oh yeah, you should probably get those. When you need them.
Yeah, instead of
Just why don't you just set it up here?
and just I'm not sure what I needed instead of that.
It's effectively a key at this point.
Basically,
Not really.
I mean, it's most of it.
Yeah, it is.
Everything's costing 5 or 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
5.
close. It's close.
4. What I'm saying
Plus
is
1 is fine.
Did I get? Oh, my card.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
All right.
Where'd my? Oh, I was going to say, where's my building?
Hey yo, where my building at?
Okay, I think I got to go here. To get this. That comes up here, and I get 2 points, right?
Yep.
I get 2 points. All right, and then I got this, which will give me that, plus, which is just a wild.
You got it.
Okay. Off.
Cool. And run your engine. 2, 1, and 2 wilds. What you need, Brian?
2 jack screws and a wild.
2 jack screws and a wild. All right, our final round. Okay, so you are going to be placing these buildings out onto the board as normal. There are no bonuses for these except for the 2 points that you're going to get per thing at the end.
Gotcha.
Let me make sure that those two, you don't get those 2 points. I think that's just 2 points per. But you'll still place the buildings out, so you'll still get your building points, you'll still get your bumps, all the good stuff that comes with it. You just won't get any kind of any ongoing bonus or anything. We will still run our engines one more time at the end of the round so that we have additional things we can pay for our starting project.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay, that's so just kind of gilding the lily.
So, and what is that?
It's if you got 5, 5, and 5, you can get 2, 2, and 2 points. If you can pay for all 3 of them somehow using a combination of resources and favor tokens, you get them all. Your permanents do not count. Oh. So if you've unlocked any of these permanents, they do not count unless you're infinite. It does. So like I can pay for jack screws. That's about it. Yeah, cannot use any permanent resource tokens, but you may use favor tokens and wild resource tokens.
Wow.
What was I looking up?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, yeah, the final buildings. Bum-ba-da-bum. You guys can go ahead and start bidding, because
well, purple can. And what is this? This just is a wild token? Okay. Oh, and 4 points. Oh, dang.
I'm not sure. I don't think these... I don't know if you get those 2 points when you take the token. I think it's just saying you get 2 points for those symbols at the end.
Oh, you get 2 points per... Oh, gotcha. It's not for the building. It's 2 points.
Yeah, I don't think you get 2 points for building.
This is 4 points.
That's what I mean, but that's
a bigger hat, though.
That's what I mean. That's like the bonus and the symbol. I think that's just saying
that's a scoring.
I think so.
And it doesn't have an F in it either.
Correct. That's what I mean.
I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get to place one. Can you go here, please?
Here?
I think the answer is yes.
Okay.
Un momento, por favor.
Cover the lumber.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go here with the lumber. Bloop. Oh. I can't pay for anything else.
I know. That's where I am.
Lumber, please.
Oh. It's either that or go into poverty. Deeply into poverty.
Poverty?
Ew. Brian's going to get 2 final scoring buildings.
Yes, he is.
So is Tim currently.
This one's not final scoring.
No.
Isn't it, though?
It's not. It's it's 4 points and you get a token. It doesn't give you the bonus scoring, is what I'm saying.
Right. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's still a final scoring tile. They all are.
It is. Can I afford 5? 1, 2, 3. No. So I'll take that. Oh. I couldn't afford anything else.
Can I afford 3 buildings?
You do have a ton of resources stacked right now.
Yeah, you do.
And you got 4 just waiting. Oh yeah, you can do it. And if not, you go into poverty and hit your goal anyway, you know. So you got to pay 1 of each of those things. Bloop, bloop. He just wants to watch it burn if he can't win. So he did it. All right, we are here. Mm-hmm. This comes off. Brian gets...
Before that, I get the 2 things I just paid.
Oh my gosh, I was going to
It makes sense to do it before you take it off.
It does.
It's just in case you forget.
Nothing happens here. You get one of those. Nothing happens here. You get a wood. You get a wood. All right. Resolution.
No breathing.
Tim, you get 4. Sorry, Brian gets 4 plus 1 point for his building that he's going to be placing out. Brian, you owe 666.
4,
5, 6.
5, 6.
Shh.
4 is 6. What was it? 666?
Yep.
Number of the beast.
Mark of the beast, baby.
Okay. This just counts as
That's just a token of any of your choice.
So if I were to choose, because I have the Y and the Y. So if I choose this as a Y, it's effectively
It's a
4
Y.
points.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Spoilers, it's a Y.
Yeah. Surprising no one.
This is gonna go somewhere, probably.
I think a lion's worth more points to you, though.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering.
Because it gets... Oh, no.
Oh, no, he doesn't have the...
You don't have a city seal scoring goal. Never mind.
Right.
You're good.
Okay. I'm going the next 2. What's the bonus up there on the top left?
Here?
No. The one, if
It's 2 wilds.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And if there's a tie there, it goes over here, so Tim would win it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So probably don't want to do that.
No, but you are stacking 2 buildings up there before he has a chance to. That's a 1.
I would get.
It'd be a tie.
Yeah. Okay, then we are going to go here.
Okay.
Which will move
That one, masonry. Yeah.
this up.
And 2 points. Oh, no, I lied.
Not yet, no. Okay.
Okay, here's your card.
Oh, yeah. Honk, honk.
All right, you owe 555.
Okay. There's the middle 5. There's the end 5.
Look at you. That's it?
There's the front 5.
Nice. And he's got 3 keys to just throw whatever he wants.
2 points, please, for these 2 buildings.
And you're supposed to put the token out and take it back. It just takes.
Oh, so either that or put it face up so we can remember.
It doesn't matter. Just keep the token with you.
I'm going to keep that token with me. Don't tell anybody. So if I close that off, I'll get 3 wood. Okay. I'm going to close that off. Move my wood, which will get me a wild. And then
move. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, this. And then that, which will get me 3 wood.
I am getting hammered out on the board, though. In the wards.
And thank you, Tim.
Ew. Ew. There's no reason to go there. I got to go here. All right, so I'm going to pay 2, 4, 5, and infinite jack screws at this point. I will use this to pay for my masonry. I get 3 points. And no, doesn't really matter, I don't think. Boo hoo. We'll go there. I mean, that just gives...
You get 3.
That. I get 3 what? Ooh, I do. Okay, let's do that. So I get a wood bump. It gets me a wild token. Closes this thing off. I didn't even see that little guy. 3 wood.
Point for purple, please.
Point for
Thank
purple.
you.
And did you give me my 3 points? I think you did.
Nope.
Nope. Yep. Nailed it. That was me.
Tim, you owe 555.
Okay. 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
1, 2, 3.
Discard, sir.
Go here.
Point for purple.
Yay.
2 for blue.
And then 2 more for blue.
2 more for blue. Brian, bring it home. 555, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4. And there's the first 5. I got nothing on this, so.
Key it up. You got him.
Oh, wait. No, I'm going to do this. That's 4. I'm going to these 3 as the 5th.
No, dude, those are your permanents.
Those are permanent.
I still want to do that. 1, 2, 3,
I think it's 2 keys. I don't think you have any other options.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I don't know why you keep trying to give me the keys.
Just shut your mouth. 2 points for these 2.
And then you got there or there. I'm guessing you're taking this because that one doesn't do anything for you.
Well, that doesn't do anything for me besides also help Tim.
True.
So what would Tim get if I go there?
2 wilds.
If you go there, you get a bump and you're going to get 2 points.
It's true.
But I would get 2 wilds.
I
I
go
don't
up-
need the 2 wilds. But
Right. If I go up there, I get a wild. I get to move this, which would get me that, which I don't think is anything.
And the 2 points.
And the
that are
2
underneath
points.
And the,
I think it's the
2
bigger-
points
Yeah,
and a
sorry.
point because I would be in there. So yeah, I'll go up there.
Okay, there's your wild token.
Wild token.
Tim, take 2 wild tokens.
I get to move this. 2
Brian
points
gets
for
a
purple.
point. 2 more points. And that's yours.
Thank you.
That's the game. All right, so go ahead and run your resource engine one more time. 2, 1 more of each. Brian, what you need?
5 jack screws and a wild.
Jeez. Good diversification. I nailed it.
You did so good.
Cool. All right, I'm going to consult the book for this. Even though, we do have scoring on the back, but I do want to make sure we are doing everything correctly. All right. Ward control. This goes to Brian for 10, taking him to 54, and Tim for 5, taking him to 51. This goes to 3, 4,
This goes to
5,
Brian again.
6.
Yep.
Wow. 6 more for Brian, and
3 for me.
3 for Tim. I'm doing so good, guys. I think I have this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3,
It's a
4, 5,
tie.
6, 7. So ties, we're going to split those evenly. 3 for Tim, 3 for me. Ward 1 is me
Yep.
for 8.
4 for me.
46, and 4 for Brian. All right, so that was the first thing. Bidding board. Tim gets 3. Well done,
Oh,
Tim.
I forgot that was a thing.
I know, I did too until just now. Prestige buildings. All right, so let's go maybe column by column and do the buildings one at a time. So here's one. Purple's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Well done. Here's a building. Blue's going to get 2, 4. Purple gets 2. Here's one. Purple gets 2, 4. You are crushing this final scoring. Blue for 4. Purple for 2. White for 6. Woohoo! I scored, guys. I got it if you can't. And blue for 3. Everybody gets 1.
Just like Spider-Man.
2 for blue, 2 for white. That's that. Interesting. All right. Final projects. So again, you're going to score 2 points for each of those symbols that you have on your thing. Brian, you're obviously going to be doubling up on Ys.
Mm-hmm.
I had 14.
14.
Brian,
26.
not bad. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
103.
I was going to... 3 points for every set you have. I have one set.
I have one set.
No, thank you.
Your personal projects. All right, so now we can go and turn stuff in. Tim, you got anything to turn in?
And what is it? You can't use the permanents?
Can't use the permanents. If you've got keys, use them. If you've got wilds, use them. If you are infinite, you just get it.
Okay, I got 2.
2 what?
I got
2 points?
5 and I got 10.
So you managed to get 2. So you get 4 points.
2 of them, so I got 4 points.
All right. I can do, I think, all 3 maybe.
Really?
4, 5, 2, 5, plus I have that for free.
That's infinite.
So I did. So 6,
Wait, hold on.
9.
Are you getting 5?
I have, so 5, 5, 5.
Yeah.
These are free because I'm infinite.
Yep.
I got 4, 5. I got 2, 3, 4,
3.
5.
Oh, I only saw 2 wilds.
Oh yeah, there was trap. So I get 9 points, which is like all I'm scoring. Cool.
I can do 2. I got enough of the screw things, and I have 1 key left. So 4
points.
Yeah.
All right. Poverty track. I lose 3. Yay.
All right, there's 1.
And determine the winner. Brian, you
I did it.
are the winner.
I did it.
You crushed it.
Yeah, being first is rough.
Being first is rough. Yeah, being last didn't help either.
That play at the end, like that did it.
Did those 2?
Yeah, for you taking all 3. You taking 3 at the end.
Taking 3 at the end.
Taking 3 buildings at the end.
Well, yeah. I mean, the one was worth 8 points alone.
Right.
Like it doubled up the 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, this guy here
Yeah.
scored me 24 by itself.
Yeah.
Oh no, it didn't. It scored me 12.
12.
But then this guy came
Another
in,
8.
and then womp, womp.
And 2. I mean,
still.
it's something. Yeah. Whew. That's Raising Chicago. Yeah. There's a lot going on here.
A lot going on.
There's a lot going on, and I think a lot of people are going to like the people the target audience for this game is going to love this game.
I think so too. Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if Brian's the target audience for this game.
I mean, I like it more than I
he
thought.
tends to win games that he doesn't.
That's
like.
true. He does. That's true.
Still trying to figure that out, but
I like how interconnected everything feels.
tightly coupled.
Your one decision really affects 3 different things all at once. And I was trying to go down this move project path. I was like, yeah, that's cool. But my timing on it was so bad because I had cornered my buildings all up in here and had nowhere to actually score the buildings for myself. So I left a bunch of buildings out there.
I forgot to take that.
Oh, that changes your scoring.
It doesn't. It means I get 1 less of these. Mm-hmm. Still could do it.
I'll give you an extra wood.
Yeah, an extra wood that I couldn't have used.
You did it. Yeah, this, and again, we'll have to get a rule clarification if you can just avoid paying for stuff.
Yeah.
Because that, to Brian's point, that could be a viable strategy.
Everything free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. In a game where the winning score is 107, losing 28.
That's a lot.
It's a quarter of your points.
But I literally think you could do that second round.
No.
If you can voluntarily not pay for
If you can voluntarily pay. Yeah. And that's maybe why you cannot do
even
that.
if it's not voluntary. I feel like you can do that pretty early.
Starve yourself.
And if everything is free for 85, 90% of the game.
Yeah.
You can only, I mean, I don't know if being free is really that important because not a lot of stuff out here really scores you points besides putting the buildings down.
Right. Was it crazy how, and I wonder if every game would be the same because it seemed like all of us went through the same progression, which was super, super tight, don't have enough to really do what I want.
Opens up.
Then it had a ton, and then we had nothing.
I think that
not nothing.
I think the pricing in rounds 3, 4, and 5 didn't increase as much. So the increase from 1 to 3 was pretty big.
Yep.
Based on what we had. But then the increase from 2 to 4 to 5 was middling.
Okay.
So I think it gave us time to kind of catch up here.
That and the keys and
the keys are huge.
Yeah.
These are huge, especially early. If you can get these early, that's really nice because then you're just
I don't know.
Stacking things up. Correct. What Brian's advantage is he had 5 tokens every round for 5 rounds, maybe he had like 5 bidding tokens every round.
And I knew I wanted 5 at the last round.
Right.
And I was the only one with 5 in the
And
last round.
I had 3 every round, but 1, I think, just because I was trying to time things up and bid it without doing that. But I think that might be a disadvantage. So I think just using those as like a currency almost, trying to figure out how to lose is just as important as how to win some of those bids as well.
Just so you can save them for the next.
Right, just to carry them over. Because like I said, the last 2 rounds, or 3 rounds, I bid 5th, 6th, and 7th in that round. I didn't see a bid until the 7th bid.
Right.
So, and I'm not a big fan of bidding games because I don't know the value of things. Everything has the same value here. It's a bid.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to predetermine what I want to spend on a bid. It's just a bid.
Other than where in the grid it is.
Right. I just mean, I'm not having to value.
You got to put a number to it.
Things ahead of time.
Yeah, I got you.
I just say, hey, I got 4 bidding markers. How can I use those to my advantage? So again, I think the crowd that's going to like this game is really going to like this game.
Yeah. No,
and I think if you're just getting into this style, like I said, the rule book walks you through things very, very well. I sat down and just kind of walked through everything yesterday on my own, and maybe an hour just to parse everything out and really understand how to play. I didn't do very well playing, but I understood how to play.
Great teacher, man.
That's right. # teacher. So yeah.
No, Brian, you said you liked it more than you expected or thought you might.
Yeah, but that's not saying a lot.
Okay.
Because I didn't know anything about it. He just told me you're not going to like this.
Yeah, this is not your style game.
Some of it is. Set
collection
is.
Yeah.
Moving up tracks is.
Yeah.
Area control is not.
Area control and bidding is not. And that's the emphasis of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do like the board is very functional. Then the art feels period appropriate.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, the colors are drab, but it's 1860. I feel like everything in 1860 was drab.
They didn't have any colors back
I know, I agree.
Yeah.
You've seen footage.
Oh, yeah. This is more than just black and white. So good on you.
So yeah, that's Raising Chicago. Like I said, this is going to be debuting at Capstone Games booth at Origins in a few weeks. So definitely swing by. I think it'll be out for demo at some point somewhere at the convention. I don't know exactly where, but it'll definitely be available to purchase. So if this is something that interests you, definitely run and pick this up because it's really, really neatly presented game and about a really interesting historical event that I'd never heard of that before. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
That they let's just lit the whole city up.
Just elevated the city.
As you do.
Yeah, exactly.
In 1860.
Right, yeah. Like the whole city was built on swampland. And they just hey, let's just lift it up. And now, the whole city just sits there now. It's cool.
Anybody else a little sad we just didn't build that one little guy right there?
That was a little bit.
I blame Tim.
I do too. It was his project. He was project manager that round.
Yeah.
Was that
That was how you got your 1 poverty.
Oh, okay.
It was the last one of those that nobody cared about.
Oh.
That was the same thing. Yeah. It was the move project down here that nobody got to. Anyway, well, thanks for joining us. Hopefully this was informative and helps you make a decision about Raising Chicago. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.